Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people talk about the One Piece manga. I mean, the way that I see it is like I get the manga's better, but I personally am at the point where I have been committed to the I've been committed to the anime for so long. I would say the closest thing we're gonna see, like if and I don't think it's gonna happen, but let's say that One Piece really does become as bad as people make it sound. Like, let's just say that happens. Like, let's just say that it becomes as bad as they make it seem it does. Okay, maybe, post time skip or whatever. But the way that I see it is, people said that about Skypiea, and people said that about Thriller Bark. Right. And sure, like maybe the pacing will get worse. I don't think it will, to be completely honest. Just based on my own thoughts and opinions, I don't think it would. However, that being said, I would say worst case scenario, I switch to One Piece. But I'm definitely not going to end the anime and switch to manga. Like, that's not going to happen. I am going to be reading the manga. I want to start now. The only reason I haven't is I'm waiting until summer vacation's over and I don't have the weeks with my daughter, because right now I can barely even get the work done that I have to get done. Right? Like, maybe it's just me. I feel like I've been making less content. Maybe that's just because I've been streaming less or something. But I feel like Patreon's been a little slower. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. The Patreon level 5s have been delayed, but y'all did get Food Wars 1 and 2. So that's there. Yeah, work hard. I know. So it's just like, it's so almost impossible to get 2 weeks worth of work done in 1 week, because I just can't really record when she's here. So trying to add on the One Piece reviews when I'm already overwhelmed just doesn't make sense. So the way that I see it is that once this summer vacation is over, which, fun fact, I'm in Texas. Summer vacation ends way fucking sooner than it did back when I was in New York. When I was back in New York, we were going to school in September, and here it's like fucking mid-August. So it's not this week, but it's like next week I don't have her, and then the week after I have her, and if I'm not mistaken, that's like the last full week I have her. So I'm pretty sure it's only like one more full week, like week off, week on. Yeah. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's only one more week, and then I go to having her on the weekends. And then you'll start seeing streams happening during the week instead of the weekends, because I'll have her for the weekends. And once that happens, that's like my schedule with her pretty much until she's like 18. So once this summer vacation's over, we got a set schedule. I can finally start actually scheduling stuff. I'm excited. What's up, Ballcrust? How you doing, man? Madame Spice. Thank you. You're in Greece and you're melting. Oh, is it hot there? I don't know how hot it is there. I love Ace too. Yeah, I'm also in this weird moment where I kind of want to rewatch all of Marineford before I continue the series anymore. But I'm debating between, because there's so many episodes. I kind of want to check out. I kind of want to watch the One Piece version of Marineford to kind of compare it. But I don't know. I finished Marineford, so whatever episode that is. Gilmes, thank you for the 100 bits, dude. I believe it's 489 is where I left off. So I haven't gotten to whatever happens after Marineford, but I've finished Marineford. That specific arc. No, so I haven't finished the entire Summit War saga as far as I'm aware. I don't know what episode that ends. I'm pretty sure there's a few more episodes left of that saga. But I'm done with the arc. I know that. Let's take a look real quick, and then we'll get into it. Yeah, 89 is where I left off. The arc goes to 516. Holy shit. That's crazy. So there's probably like another arc or two. That's kind of insane to think about, to be honest. I mean, look, I have full faith in Oda, man. I have full faith in Oda. Look. I would love to just finish the saga. I would. But there's like, you got to realize that I'm already so like, dude, I'm already so far ahead of Patreon. It's like, it's stupid. Like me recording more One Piece at this point instead of prioritizing editing it and recording other stuff is like shooting myself in the foot, which sucks. It sucks so fucking bad, dude. It sucks so bad. Yeah, I know that there's that One Piece Food Wars crossover. I'm excited to check that out. So it's just like, it's fucked, man. Mar with the 8 months. Well, 8 months already. I should really get into One Piece, by the way. I'm missing 50% of rough goodness by not watching it. Right? All right. So let's go through this real quick. I just want to explain what's going on with the Vimeo stuff, because I know a lot of people are confused. A lot of people don't know what the hell's happening. So let's just go through that real quick, and then we're gonna dive in right into Merphy's video. So for those that don't know, Vimeo is literally extorting pretty much every fucking content creator that I know. I've gotten DMs from fucking your boy Rock Lee. I've heard from Super Mecha Frieza, like hella people. So I left Vimeo 8 months ago, just to give you guys an idea. About 8 months ago, Vimeo tried to extort us all prior, where I was paying Vimeo about $350 a month. Okay, roughly. Or no, $350 a year or whatever. And they had like super strict limits. Like you couldn't upload like more than 2 gigs a week. Think about that for a second. Just think about that. I physically wouldn't be able to use Vimeo now because I make too many videos. Right? Like back then it was fine because I was literally doing like One Piece JoJo's and that was it. But it was mental. It was mental. It was actually mental. So I left them 8 months ago because they reached out to us and basically was like, hey, you know, we need to convert you to a business account. You get too many views, right? You get too many views. You need a business account. It's going to be a couple grand. I was like, dude, suck my dick. Because at this point, I had already left Vimeo and I had already signed up on Streamable, which has a 1 terabyte cap. Once you fill up a terabyte, you do lose access to it, and then you know you have to pay for another subscription. But it's like $50 for a year for a terabyte. Now I kind of fucked up in the beginning, and I ran that up really quick, and I had to get a second account. So I'm paying for two Streamable accounts, which is $100, not a lot. And then Daily Motion is free if you upload a video under an hour, which is dope. But those videos were on Vimeo, and Vimeo charged me the $350 a while back, and it was like, well, at least now I have a year before I have to worry about archiving all the videos on Vimeo, right? Because they're there, and they shut my account down in the sense that I couldn't upload anymore because I didn't sign their stupid crazy contract and pay a stupid amount of money. But my videos were still available, right? You would think your videos are still available. I've already paid for 2 years worth. You know, whatever I paid when they signed up, it just made sense, right? Like you've already paid them. You have hundreds of videos uploaded, right? You already paid. If they want to change their terms of service after and you don't want to continue using, I think that's fine, right? That's what I did. But what they're doing is really scummy. So they reached out to me. I have till the 27th, which is now in 2 days, to get all of my videos archived on Patreon, uploaded onto websites like Streamable or somewhere else, because they're going to be shutting it down. Now, let me explain what I mean by shutting it down. They're going to be shutting my videos down, which means nobody would be able to watch them, even though I paid for them, unless I pay them upwards of $15,000 per month. Just let that settle in for a second. They told Super Mecha Frieza they wanted $26,000 a month from her. Now, let me explain to y'all something real quick. Let me explain to y'all something real quick. $15,000 a month. Think about that, okay? To host videos. Now, No, because they updated their TOS. It's super fucked. It's super scuffed, dude. It's really messed up. So they're doing that. But what's crazy about this amount, right? Because I stopped using Vimeo 8 months ago, the only thing on there is my old videos. Now, we have a lot of Patreon subs. We have hit 3,400 Patreon subs, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, which is insane. We're probably going to hit 3,500 before the end of the month. That's crazy. So Vimeo got 4,000 views last month. So think about that. 4,000 views. 4,000. That's not a lot. That's basically nothing. Apparently, that is enough to be in the top 1% of Vimeo and somehow justifies $15,000 a month. Like, bro, for $15,000 and not even a month, like, we're just talking one-time cost. And let's also be honest here, it would be significantly less than this. For 15 grand, I could build a fucking server rack in my closet with probably like 50 terabytes worth of storage. Like, legit. I could build my own custom server with endless storage. In fucking sane, dude. Insane. Trinidad Curry go, Ruff, let me tell you how insane the ratio of Patreon is. You have under 70,000 subs on YouTube and have 3K. Patreon, RTTV has 1 million subs and is close to 10K subs. Oh, no, look. I am fully aware how insane the ratio of subs compared to our YouTube subs are. Trust me, I know. I've looked up a couple people. For a while, I thought that it was One Piece. So I went and looked at other reactors that are at a similar place at me in One Piece or farther. I forget who it was, but I found somebody who they have over 100K subs. I think they have 150K subs, and they're like 2 or 3 One Piece arcs ahead of me, roughly. I forget the exact number, but it's something like that. And I have more Patreon subs than them, and we're both reacting to One Piece, and it doesn't make any sense. So I was very, very, very confused. But what I have learned is, and I guess it makes sense when I think about it, 497 to 499 is anime canon. Also watch. All right, good to know. To be honest, I've been enjoying the filler. So, is it your boy Rock Lee? It might be your boy Rock Lee. I don't remember exactly, and it might have changed. But I was going through, because I like to do research. You know what I mean? Like, I like to do research on the other reactors, at least what I can. And at least if I go check Patreon, like, I can see where they're at without having to really worry about spoilers if I'm not subbed to them. And then as long as I don't click on their videos on YouTube, it won't recommend me, so it's fine. But like I said, what's up, Cell? It's a weird one because we average so many more live viewers on Twitch than like every other reactor that I've been able to find that streams. And that I don't get. But I guess, I don't know. Apparently I'm doing something right. I don't really know what it is, but apparently it's working. Your boy Rock Lee's Patreon is $10 for uncut reactions. That would explain it. That would explain it. Everybody keeps so here's the deal, and I've been like mulling it over, but I feel weird doing it, but at the same time I could understand. And then we're gonna get into Merphy's very, very quickly, very shortly. I just want to go over this. So obviously, like, I've recorded so far ahead on Patreon, and do y'all, if anybody remembers back when I did Patreon back in the day, I used to upload as soon as I was done. So like I'd record, I'd edit, and it would go straight to Patreon. And as the Patreon grew, I scrapped that because it got to the point where, you know, I'd bulk upload 4 or 5 videos of One Piece in one day. And then everybody would throw a tantrum because there wouldn't be any One Piece for the next week or week and a half because I had just recorded 5 videos in one day, right? Like, the whole point of bulk uploading is to make it so that you have time to edit them, right? So that's a big thing. We're just doing Impel Down today. We will be doing Marineford as well. Real quick, what's up, Watermelon? I appreciate that, Alpaca. Not to put down other reactors, but you're more of a personality streamer than a lot of other reactors whose main content is just the reaction itself. I mean, no, that does make sense. I mean, look. Here's the thing. That's why I get so much shit. Like, luckily, I stand by the fact that when you're making content, you have two choices to make, right? You can either attempt to appease everybody, and you'll struggle with that, right? Like, it works for some people, but not everyone. Or you just be so unapologetically yourself, and you make your content in such a way that it is your way or the highway. And what ends up happening is there is no middle ground, right? People either love your content or they fucking hate you. And that kind of works out, because if they love your content, they're going to stick around. And if they hate you, they're also going to stick around, because for some reason, these kids on the internet that like hate people, for some reason feel the need to go to every single video that person makes and like cause a ruckus in the comments, which just floods the algorithm and helps. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, let's go. I can fuck with that. So that's why, like, look, I know that my content is not going to vibe with everybody, but I enjoy it. Froggo, thank you for the Prime sub. Do I get recognized in real life? No. So I used to. You're stoner so mess. Let's go. I used to. Back when I was on Mixer, I would get noticed in person at conventions, which was very awkward, because you'd be walking around a convention and somebody would be like, yo, Ruff, can I like get a picture? What's up, bro? And you're like, oh, hey, man. They're like, oh, yo, you remember me from like so-and-so. I'm like, oh, I have no idea who you are. And then you feel really bad. That used to happen a lot, but that's different. Like, I don't consider conventions real life. Like, if I went to an anime convention, right, and I got noticed at the convention, I would not count that as getting seen in public. Now, if I'm at like fucking Walmart or Target or some shit and somebody recognized me, that's a different story. That has never happened. We'll see. Maybe one day. I'm 27. But it might happen at some point. I don't know when, but that'd be cool. Yeah, that's just like normal human interaction. Yeah, exactly. It's just a different thing. But yeah, so back to the Patreon thing. I got distracted. What I was saying was, what I think would be fun to do is treat it in a way that so basically, I used to upload right away. So I would record the videos, I would edit them, and then they would go up. So you would get a mass bulk amount of uploads, but then there would be sometimes a week or more where there wouldn't be a video for that specific series, because you had just gotten, 10 fucking episodes in one day, whatever, right? That's a thing. So what I've been debating, because here's the thing, I can't go back to it. It's physically impossible. I cannot go back to what I did before. I literally cannot I can't dip the schedule, right? Because people just don't pay attention to my Twitter. They don't pay attention to my intros. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. They just don't pay attention. So the problem is, when you don't have a schedule, people start freaking out. Like, it's just what happens. So you need to have it. At the end of the day, no matter what, you can't deviate from the schedule. Nobody will complain if you upload more, but the second you upload more and then it's gone, people get mad. So I have been debating making a tier on Patreon at, like, I don't know, we already have the tier and there's a bunch of people sub to it, so I guess they would just get a bonus. But like, I have debated being like, yo, the $5 tier gets the schedule and the $10 tier is just like fucking, as soon as I'm done, you get them, right? Like, I'll fucking edit them and upload them and you get them right away. And because I would have to dedicate time, because I'd have to prioritize editing the videos right away, that would result in, like, I obviously would have to dedicate time to it, which the offset would help. I've just been going back and forth because I feel like people would like it, but then at the same time, I like feel like people would get mad. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like you'd have the moments where people are like, you'd have the people that are hyped, they're excited, they're like, yes, I love this. And then you're gonna have the people that are like, oh, this motherfucker's doing this because he's in Marine Ford. He's trying to milk Marine Ford, make so much money. Which I guess in theory, if I did that, then people that are only there for the reactions could show up and sub for 1 month and get like all caught up and then dip. I don't know. Do a no edit instant upload. So I can't because how I handle the videos, like I do a lot of takes for my intros and outros. There is editing that's needed. And there is sometimes like I don't do it on camera, but like occasionally I'll grab the thong and like rip one, you know, in the middle of an episode. Like I'll pause real quick. So I'm like, yo, this is about to get fire. I got to get toasted real quick. Or like, or I'll do it, you know, like in between episodes. So like I do have to edit them, but it's not crazy. Funny enough, I have found that the more I stream to a large audience, yeah, I have my daughter this week. I already have her. She's my daughter. My girlfriend's here. She has to work, which is why we got to get started in like 5 minutes here. And you know, so I'm gonna check on her like midway through. She's watching Coco. She chilling. You know, she good. No, we're about to start the video. You want a super cut of all the things cut, dude? Can I tell you, I want to do that so bad. I'm thinking about doing something like that with arcs, maybe, right? Like RuffSenpai reacts to East Blue, and it's just all the hype moments for East Blue. I don't know, but the amount of money it would cost to edit that would be insane, bro. She's 2.5. Like, would be insane. Like, you got to realize how many videos that is. Like, it would be fucked up. Like, I would probably have to like pay an editor a couple $1,000s. Like maybe not. I'm probably over exaggerating there. I don't know. But it would take so long. Like it would probably have to be like once every 6 months kind of shit. I don't know. 100K subscriber special. I mean, look, I would love to. I don't even know how I would start. I don't even know how I would start that. The world is a selfish place. I agree. Reaction highlights. So we have reaction highlights on my TikTok. So for those that don't know, and then this is the last thing we're going to discuss before we start, because I really have to get started or we're not going to finish this. I'm changing up how we handle things on TikTok. So for those that don't know, I have over 100,000 followers on TikTok. The Now You Know Anime podcast, my podcast, also has about 42,000 followers on TikTok. So I upload clips. So we're super far behind. So I'm making some changes. For a while, we were doing every episode like YouTube. It became a shit show. It was a pain in the ass. Audio delay here on Twitch. Just refresh, bro. There's no delay. And it's just become unmanageable. And let's be honest, even if you go through here, if you wanted to go back and find an older reaction, you would never be able to fucking find it. So what I'm doing is I am changing certain moments. So I'm going to pull this up here to show you all. How do you get a devil fruit by your name? You give bits. Once you give one bit, you get devil fruit, and like each set of bits gives you a new badge. I just totally like crashed my file explorer, and I don't know what that means. My computer's been having like weird fucking glitches lately. All right, basically what I did is I went through every episode and I based it off of views on YouTube. So if a video did really, really well on YouTube, I gave that episode to my editor and was like, yo, fucking skip every episode in between this, focus on these ones, these hype moments, and that's what TikTok is going to be. So if you are somebody that isn't subbed to Patreon and you really want to see those hype moments, there's no filter over there. So that's like the best way to do it. They're obviously going to be short clips, right? TikTok is a minute, sometimes a minute and a half or whatever. But it is a thing. So go check it out. There will be, it's gonna change. So instead of it just basically being a thing, it's going to literally just be hype moments. So I think that will help a lot. It'll also help with momentum, because what I find with TikTok is we get the hype moments in the series, and when I tell you views and followers there's weeks where I'll get like 15,000 followers in like 2 fucking days. Oh yeah, it's because you're number one. Pay Sensei, you can change that. If you go into your chat settings, you can change which badges you want to show. So that's what we're gonna do. But then I'll have weeks where it stagnates, where we'll sit at 3 to 4,000 for 2-3 weeks because there's nothing real hype happening in the episodes, right? Like we're middle of Thriller Bark. Ain't nobody give a fuck, right? Nobody cares. There's certain scenes, right? If we go through like this one here. This is when Brooke really like showed some shit. You can see it got 30K. You know, this one got 24K. This one got 20K, 20K. You know what I mean? Like certain ones do. This got me fucked up. I'm pretty sure this is where Nami got like borderline molested, and we got a community guidelines violation. And then, yeah, you can't show titties. But then you see there's ones like this, right? Like this one got 50K. We had a couple videos hit 1 million, and you know there are a few that hit 100K. Like some just pop off. I don't know what is gonna happen when we start uploading like Marine Ford clips and like Shabandi clips. Like, bro, we might hit 200K in like a month. I don't know. TikTok is like the Wild West. It's crazy. It makes no sense. That being said, yo, save money, edit yourself. I would love to. I don't have time because I have a child. So do y'all want to know what would happen if I had to edit myself? Do you want to know what y'all would get? Y'all would get probably 4 episodes of One Piece a week, maybe less. And you'd probably get 2 episodes of Black Clover a week instead of 4. And that would probably be it. Like straight up. You would literally lose like there's a reason why I have 3 editors. There's a reason why I pay well over $1,000 a month in editing costs. Like legit. Does TikTok make good money? Yes and no. So if you're consistently getting a lot of views, yeah, but not really. Like my TikTok has made me like $800 since like December. You know what I mean? Like that's like $100 a month. It's not a lot. But nobody's making TikToks to make money, bro. Like I'm making TikToks because of exposure. You know what I mean? Like I spend about $800 a month on editing for the Nani No Anime podcast. Like legit. Like if we go to the Nani No Anime channel, which just hit 5K by the way. Thank you. I spend like $800 a month to get this taken care of. No, I don't do cringe dances. So you tell me you're ignorant without telling me you're ignorant. TikTok is not about cringe dancing. You get cringe dancing on TikTok if you engage and interact with cringe dancing on TikTok. My TikTok is literally filled with stoner shit and anime shit, and that's it. You will get ass in your face for like 2 days, and as long as you don't interact with that content, your TikTok will be filled with the stuff that you like. That TikTok has one of the smartest algorithms I've ever seen in my entire life, dude. Does this channel even make me that much back? No. This YouTube channel makes me roughly about $200 a month, and then the sponsor that we have pays like $100 a month just to do that, like a little plug. I actually probably should talk to them soon because that's where the $100 a month made sense when we got on that contract, but it doesn't make sense anymore. We should be getting paid more for that. But no, I lose money on the Nani No Anime podcast. However, for me, it's worth it because you got to realize that, like, look at this, right? This is a 2-hour long podcast that was uploaded 4 days ago and it got 17,000 views. This is just 9 minutes of me and Sione talking about One Piece and it got 12K views. The podcast is doing extremely well. My focus also is to help grow Sione, right? He's a good friend of mine. He makes good content. The dude just like, you know, he's trying to get into it and it's people like him. Like trust, there's a reason why we took breaks from guests. Because what I noticed is every time we brought a guest on, the views wouldn't be as good because people seem to like me and Sione's banter. Except for when we brought Boom Sentai on. When we brought Boom Sentai on, everybody loved Boom. But the problem is that Boom he's reacting to One Piece 2, and he's so much earlier in One Piece than me that I can't really have him on the podcast because we talk about One Piece so much. Oh, Twitter is horrible. But y'all should all follow me on Twitter because like we're trying to hit 10K. And straight up, like, if y'all ever wanted to know the best way to have updates on videos when shit gets delayed, when shit gets moved, like random One Piece memes and shit, like I'm on Twitter more than anything else. Like because I literally am on Twitter all fucking day long, dude. Yeah, we are continuing Shield Hero. All right, let's dive into this. I've been rambling long enough, and if I keep this up, we're not gonna be able to finish the video. So let's bang this thing out. Let's begin. Like I said, I will be taking a short break about midway through the video, maybe like 40% of the way through the video, just to go out there and double check on the daughter, make sure that she doesn't need a diaper change. Again, my girlfriend's there. She's, making sure that she isn't dying, but she's not feeling the best. So we're trying to like keep them not too close to each other. So I want to be the one to make sure that I go out, change her diaper, fucking make sure she got her snacks and shit. She should hopefully be potty trained soon. That would be lit. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait, dude. Yeah, Twitter is a shit social media, but it's great for interaction. It really is. No, it's not a Marineford review, although I would love to. The problem is we skipped a week. All right, so let's just get into this. I'm not going to bother doing an intro because this is just going to get left up as a stream, and we'll put a timestamp and people can skip to here if they want to. It is what it is. Let's dive into Merphy's review. And let me make sure that I have the right display capture. Yo, can I just tell you, this pause is fantastic. This is like best pause, dude. This is what everybody should be doing, by the way. Like people's videos before you watch them. I'm not sure if I should leave this in. I'm just going to do this because it looks cleaner. All right, let me make sure everything is working properly. This thing finally updated. Cool. 101 subs, and we get a new emote. I will be hiring the emote artist to make the Chopper Lurk emote today. Tonight, I'll be doing that. So if we hit 1,400, let's come up with another emote. Today's One Piece Day, so now's your chance to get another One Piece emote to flood Twitch because we already have like 30 of them. And after that, if we hit it today, I'll be able to commission not just the Chopper emote, but also the next emote today and hopefully get it done as quick as possible. So I'm sure we'll hit it. If we don't hit it this time, I'm sure we'll hit it this week. Y'all have been popping off. The subs have been mental. But seriously, thank you all so much. Like, I still can't wrap my head around that we're about to hit 1,300 subs on Twitch, which is crazy. So thank you so much. But let's just dive in to Impel Down. But before we do, I just want to make sure the audio is good. I can't even hear. It's muted. See, this is why we check things. That's paused. This is good. I love. Oh yeah, dude, check this out. If you type in Murphy's name, I come up on Google Images, bro. Stelto, thank you for the 400 bits. Where is it? Oh, no, hold on. You gotta type Murphy and then One Piece. What the fuck? Where did it go? I was there earlier. Bro, I was there earlier. There I am. Earlier today, I was like all the way up here. I don't know why I plummeted since then. But I just thought that was kind of funny. I don't even know what comes up if you search me. Interesting. It's such a random related searches. Ludwig. Is this because I've been talking about Ludwig, or do y'all also watch Ludwig? That's the real question. I don't even know who this is. Why is Charlie? All right, I'm confused. I'm confused. What is happening? It says it's my Twitch. Maybe I hosted Charlie that day? I don't know. Oh, wow. What is this? Who made this? Who made this? I've never seen this before. I have never seen this meme. This has never been shared with me. I'm so confused. Okay. Well, that has been Googling RuffSenpai. What is this? Top 1%. What is listen notes? Are you saying, yo, our podcast is in the top 1% of all podcasts? That's fucking crazy. Thank you for the bits, everybody. Holy shit. I didn't know that. Dreamville Stolto and Dreamville, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. And Jacob, thank you for the prime stuff. All right, let's continue on. That's actually insane. I mean, I'm not surprised. The podcast gets a decent chunk of views or listens. Even if you don't count the YouTube videos, it gets a decent amount of listens every week. So I guess it's not that surprising, but that's higher than I would have expected. All right, let's go. If volume needs to be adjusted, let me know and I'll fix it. I don't even know what listen notes is, so I think everywhere. Oh, does YouTube doesn't have sound again? Why does this always happen? It's only when I stream to YouTube that there's problems. Why is that? YouTube, why do you guys always have problems but Twitch doesn't?
To be talking.
There we go. I fixed it.
Today we're going to be talking about Impel Down. I didn't expect to be doing an arc.
I think the volume should be solid.
Soon. I thought that this week we were doing a top 10 favorite One Piece moments video.
That would be lit.
But Impel Down was so fast. It was such a fast.
She's like, yo, here's the tease. I was gonna give y'all a top 10 moments, but instead, fuck you, Impel Down review. Oh my god, that pause. Yo, best pause ever, dude. Oh, that pause was great.
I couldn't put it down. So today we are discussing Impel Down, which is chapters 525 through 5.
No, I haven't checked out our Impel Down review. We had to delay it by a week.
56. So this arc kicks off right away with Ace dropping the name of his mom. So I'm gonna be looking for that on my reread, trying to find her somewhere.
Did that happen in the anime? I don't remember if that happened during the anime. It might have. I might just be derping. It's been a while.
Where in the story, as well as essentially rejecting his true dad, Dragon.
Yeah, we will be doing Dr. Stone, but not today.
His
I'm hoping this week. No guarantees, but I'm going to be doing my best. I have some
I love, man.
Ideas.
I love found family tropes. I love seeing that flashback of embracing him, holding out a hand and saying, "Be my son." And now Ace, whose father has definitely failed them in a lot of ways, has rejected that and embraced. I just love found family so much. I also find it interesting that
Merphy, don't think I forgot. Where'd your One Piece manga go? Yo, she used to have One Piece manga here. Where did it go? She removed it. She was like, One Piece is taking over. I can't give them any more than I already have. I might be bugging. I swear she used to have some One Piece physical manga back here.
That Gramps is defending their dad. You know, Garp is such an interesting character to me because
I can't do both because I don't have enough time today.
He didn't do a stand-up job at it. I mean,
next week I can, because next week I can do long streams, but this week I can't.
His methods of toughening them up were cruel at times. Yet, and he doesn't like the direction that any of his family have gone in. He wants all of his descendants to rise up and be Navy men like him. But his dad's a ne'er-do-well, and now so are both of his grandsons, and he doesn't want that, yet he's constantly cheering them on.
I remember when I used to be able to watch videos on my own.
Proud of them whenever they make a mockery of the Navy. He's so interesting to me. And it is interesting to me that he tries to
she sent it to a friend? That's awesome.
Dragon, their dad.
Show the name of her channel? It's, I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Hold on. It doesn't fit. I'd have to literally scroll the video down. I can't fit. You know what we could try? Let's do... That's actually a good idea. All right, I'm going to do this. Yeah, Bobo's putting her link in there, and the link is in the bio, but let me do this. No, I don't want to confuse people and make them think that it's me. Okay, we'll do... There you go. Let's do that. That works. I think that works, right? I think that's close enough. I was gonna put youtube.com/Merphy Napier, but I thought people might get confused if they're new to my channel and might be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? So I think that works.
Here, and says that his reasons are, he has his reasons for what he's done. And I want to know what those reasons are. I'm very curious to meet their dad and to uncover more of why he's done what he's done and what
I would love that too, but I just don't see it happening.
But anyway, Luffy sneaks into Impel Down under the cape of Boa.
Not anytime soon, at least.
Okay, so in my last review, it was a little hard on Boa. And
she hated Boa, but I get it. Bro, I hated Boa too. We all did.
You love her in just this little portion that she gets.
I feel like everybody hates Boa at first.
In the video was, her simping doesn't bother me, but I don't need it from her. I really love her demeanor, the way she holds herself, the way she presents herself. And I take it back because her simping provides some really hilarious scenes, like when Luffy says her name and she basically takes that as a proposal, because up to this point I think he's called her Hammock.
That was my favorite part, dude.
Down from the vent and he says thank you, and she takes it as I love you, and now they're basically engaged. I mean, there's so many really funny things where she's losing her mind
lucky
over
for
him.
her, dude. Like, straight up, lucky for her that Luffy will probably never settle down or find another woman. So at least Boa doesn't really have to worry about Luffy cheating on his wife. You know what I mean?
And his response is just a doleful ignorance. It's adorable. Plus, too, also that whole scene where Poison Poop Guy he falls over on the ground, and then Boa
Poison Poop Guy, dude. Yo, straight up, this is gonna be some serious TMI. But yo, I was getting fucked up this morning, fam. I was fucked up. That IHOP last night wrecked my stomach, bro. Like, straight up.
And then Boa steps up on top of him to look down on him, and
bro, you're right. I'm not subbed on this channel.
Underwater,
I'll give her a double
sitting
sub.
in the throne, talking about how he's gonna someday be in this position. The chaos. This page.
Go for next. Thank you for the tier 1 for 12 months a year, dude. Holy shit.
The hilarious chaos that is this entire arc. Impel Down is terrible. Impel Down is a horrifying prison.
I got real nervous for a second. I realized what she meant after she said it, but when she said that, I was like, oh damn, she didn't like it.
That I really like the structure of it. I think it's fascinating that we're in a world where devil fruits exist and people have abilities that are, you would think, very, very difficult to be able to guard against. So the world creates things like the specific handcuffs, something handcuffs that basically negate your devil fruit powers, that nullify your powers. But then also the prison is set in the middle of the calm belt where there's these terrible creatures and no tides or waves, or it's all calm. And they put the prison in a place that if
I know it went down like I don't know the word for it.
Will try to escape, they drown instantly. I think that's fascinating, and I love that. I love when authors create
stay hydrated, stay wet.
I love when authors create powers and then they build the world around the powers. Like they make realistic responses to the powers that they've created.
I agree with that.
And I love that this prison isn't just some prison, but it's set in a location that makes sense for the powers that they're trying to nullify, that they're trying to combat against. I also just think that this
it is. I mean, dude, like, it's 100%. I will say
is super fun.
I thought the comm belt was gonna be a little bit more terrifying than it was, but I think that's just my own kind of like with video games. You know what I mean? Like people tend to like hype up games that aren't out yet, and then they come out and it didn't live up to their expectations. And they're like, oh, fuck, it sucked. I feel like the comm belt, like I thought, like that scene she showed. Yeah, like when Jinbei was like, so I mean, maybe I guess that's a good question. I'm sure it'll be answered, but I guess the sea beasts probably don't bother fishmen, maybe.
Fun.
So maybe that's why it seemed like that.
The different levels of torture, like whatever your bounty is, that determines what level you're kept on, and then each level is an increasing level of horrifying things that you have to suffer through. I mean, truly.
Progamortoral. All right, by the way, that game you bought, throw it somewhere and forget about it until you finish Dressrosa. Don't even open it. If you think I'm not pulling that goddamn Whitebeard figure out, you out your goddamn mind. You know what? I'm doing it now. Now, I will say this, though. Don't worry. I'm not going to look at the game cover. I'm not going to take the art book out. I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to look at... I just want the fucking Whitebeard figure, okay? I just want the fucking Whitebeard figure. I was going to leave it until later, but you know what? No. It's fallen over. It doesn't like me. Yes. It's got a Whitebeard figure. That's why I bought it. It was on sale. I looked on eBay. I was going to buy like a used one. I was going to just try and get the Whitebeard figure because I knew there was a One Piece game that had a Whitebeard figure. And I was like, I really, really need it. As soon as I finished Marineford, I was like, I fucking need a Whitebeard figure. I was like, there's no way. This is actually like kind of nice. Holy shit. I was like, I need it. I was like, I need this. So I did. Oh, yeah, fine. I'll go full screen. And I went on eBay and they were selling them brand new through Newegg for like $60 off, bro. And I got it and they're numbered. There's only 5,000 of these total. It was like, I think 60 or 70 bucks. He doesn't have a head. I think his head is in here. Like, so it wasn't even that bad. Like, it can't, like, there's an art book in there that I'm not allowed to look at. There's a game that I can't play. That's fun. Totally thought that I'd be able to play it. Like, somebody tell me why they make a game called One Piece Burning Blood Marineford Edition. They literally call it Marineford Edition. It's covered, the box is covered with nothing but Marineford stuff. Literally, that's it. There's nothing but Marineford pictures all over it, right? And then... And the whole point, like, it comes with a fucking figure of Whitebeard from Marineford and things like that. Like, okay, that's cool. That's dope. You know what I mean? That's cool. However, I can't play the fucking game. Like, why would you bait people? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you buy a game that is called Marineford Edition, and I feel like automatically you would assume, okay, I've seen Marineford. I can play this. But no. No. They lied. They abandoned it. His head is very tiny. Like, I'm a little concerned. I'm not going to lie. I am concerned. Have I considered doing unboxings? I've done them in the past. I don't really think that they... I don't really enjoy them, to be completely honest. They're fun. They're like, super lazy, which is fine. Because, you know, if I mean, realistically, I'm probably... being dumb by not unboxing this on video. Maybe I'll clip this part and make it a video because, I mean, that's just how YouTube works. You fucking, the most low effort video you make will get the most views, and the one that you put the most work into will get no views. GoFinex, thank you for the 12 months. I feel like his head's a little tiny. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. It's a pretty nice figure. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like I feel like he has a little tiny head. Why is his head so small? Also, we got his blade here. But I don't believe I think it's missing something. Like, did I get ripped off? Is that what happened? I'm confused. How does this work? Like, this doesn't seem to fit, but like, where's the blade? Where's the fucking blade? Maybe did it get lost? Did I drop the bitch? I don't think so. I think I got baited. There's a flag because there's like a little memorial that I don't really even know how to build yet, and I don't really want to look at the instructions. But it looks... Oh, wait a fucking second. That's why. Because he doesn't hold the fucking blade, dude. I get it. Chat, I am a genius. Look at this. Well, maybe not. Hold on. We're going to figure this out together. That's why. So the flag goes into his blade. Then what the fuck is the handle for? So you got this. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. I don't really know what these flowers are for. Maybe they're like... Maybe they're for this. Let's just call it that for now. And then just put this bitch in his hand. That's... Or whatever. And boom, now he goes on the shelf. I don't know why his blade doesn't have a blade on it. Maybe it's in the box, but there you go. You get a little thing, and then you get tiny head. He's tiny. He's a little small boy. He's a little small boy. There you go. Yes, I did finish Marine Ford. I'm pretty sure the blade's probably in the box somewhere. But I have to say, other than the tiny head, he does have a small head like Hassan. Other than a tiny head, he this is like really nice. Like, it's really nice. Like in terms of, like, I can't like obviously show you the quality, but it's actually like a really nice, like, yo, straight up, I would have paid $60 just for this figure, to be honest. And like, this came with the whole game. Granted, I can't play the game, so I basically did pay that money for the figure, but still, like, that's pretty dope. I like that. Cool. All right. There you go. Little bonus unboxing of a fucking figure for a game that I can't play because I got baited. I'm sure the game's great and I would love to play it, but they fucking hate me.
There were some really dark things in this arc, and I love Oda's balance between tackling really dark themes like we did in the Knot Island.
I have spoilers, so I can't play it. I'm not that far.
Tackling really,
like, I finished Marine Ford, but apparently the Marine Ford version of the game has stuff that's farther.
Coupled with his very specific...
Yeah, that's what's more fucked up. Let's talk about that real quick, okay? Not just does it's called Marine Ford Edition, so you would assume that you could play it after finishing Marine Ford. But not only is that not the case, apparently I have to get to like 700 plus, bro. 700 plus. I have like 250 fucking episodes before I'm even allowed to fucking touch that goddamn game. The figure is a spoiler. It's literally Whitebeard, bro. Like, what the hell are you talking? It's literally just him.
Very chaotic.
I've already seen Marine Ford.
That keeps everything light
like, I'm
enough
aware of what happens
really
to him.
Too much of a downer, but also not so
Thank you for the 100 bits, dude.
It's a fluff story. It's a really deep story, and I think Oda...
Yeah, I know. I was told I can't look at the back of the box either. But the front's really nice.
I think that Oda does an amazing job at solidifying what we already know about Luffy. All throughout this arc, Luffy is faced with really horrifying things, and he's very single-minded. He runs down a hallway and hears the tortured screams of humans.
Impel Down was really fucked up, though. Like, when we... Like, I feel like Impel Down is really when they showed, like, oh, yeah, yo, the fucking Navy's really messed up.
Or he runs past a cell full of people that are like, the keys are over there. Set us free while you're here, and then go on your way. And his response is, I got something to do. And then later on, when he and his comrades decide it'll be helpful to us if these prisoners are set free, because then they'll provide a distraction. We can get to Ace. Luffy's, in fact, throughout this entire series, Luffy is setting free and teaming up with people who have not only proven themselves to him to be a detriment to society, but have in fact some of them like intentionally and personally harmed his friends. We have these characters that have actually emotionally and physically harmed people that Luffy cares about. And
yeah, I mean, that's true.
Friends and his family.
I mean, but like,
and yet,
at the end of the day, you gotta help. Like, you gotta work with them. Like, if it means him saving his brother, like, who cares what they've done in the past, you know? I feel like they all grew. Except for maybe Buggy. That motherfucker's just charismatic as fuck.
Set them free so that they can continue terrorizing society, as well as make them his comrades, people he trusts and people he fights alongside, people who have harmed people in his own life because he just wants to get to Ace. And I think that this really solidifies a lot of the morality that we've seen from Luffy up to this point. First of all, his very single-mindedness when he has a mission that he's trying to accomplish, but as well as his really flux morality and his very specific idea of his very specific set of values that he honors and that he lives by. Not that long ago, we were at Impel Down, I think it was, and Impel Down? That's where we are right now. Ennis Lobby. Not that long ago, we were in Ennis Lobby, and he was talking to the world government, who we had established were really bad people, and Luffy tells them, "Do." I'm gonna
get to the 9-minute mark before I pause. I've been pausing way too much already.
And I think that Luffy is such a fascinating character because he's.
I do want to talk about that though. Like, I can't wrap my head around how fat, like I've had time to process One Piece. Yo, she straight up, like, legit got through like pretty much up to Marineford in like a few months. Like, I get she's reading the manga, but it's just wild.
Where he's throwing his own.
I just can't. I don't know how she's not completely overwhelmed.
At risk for the sake of people that he's just met. We just did this in Amazon Lily, but
interesting.
We've also done it
Dragonfrost.
throughout the entire series. He meets these giants on a random island and is like, "Sorry guys, we gotta handle this. We gotta help these guys out." He's regularly doing this where he's sacrificing himself, his own safety, his own dreams for the sake of others' freedom, but at the same time he'll completely ignore the freedom of all these prisoners that he's passing by. He doesn't care about setting them free, or he cares about setting a couple of them free as long as it serves his own agenda. I just think he's interesting. Anyway, so then we meet Buggy. And I'll be honest, Buggy was the first antagonist we met, the first villain we met, and I don't remember him that well. He didn't stand out that much in my mind. I wasn't crazy excited to see him again. I was like, oh yeah, that guy. I remember him vaguely, but
Buggy just gets so good as it goes. Like, by the end of Marineford, he's incredible. He's so fucking funny.
I have a lot of thoughts on him, but we'll start just here. I think that he offers an amazing amount of humor and a wonderful back and forth that we get between him and Luffy. Beginning with
the charisma between Luffy, Buggy, and Bon Clay might be like flawless. It's their personalities are so drastically different that they clash in like the most perfect way, and I fucking love it.
Boa tells him, "Don't get caught. Don't make a ruckus, because if you're found here,
instantly makes a ruckus
this
immediately."
Is Oda writing at this point. I've gotten very used to this. When somebody says, "Luffy, don't do this. It'll go poorly for you," we know that exact thing is going to happen, and then the world's going to blow up. And you know. It didn't take long.
It's like with Shabandi, dude.
Buggy immediately causes a ruckus. Luffy kind of gets wound up in the middle
called
of it.
Vader OG, like Darth
the arc
Vader.
Is ruined from the very beginning.
It's like a Star Wars brand.
Is screaming at Luffy, draws the attention of the guards, and then Buggy says, "Oh no, they found us!" And Luffy's
it is. He's like a dog that will piss on the rug. Don't you piss on the rug, Luffy. Luffy, do not piss on the rug.
He keeps screaming. Buggy doesn't want to help Luffy and then sees the treasure marker on his
Mr.
arm,
3
which
was
I'm only
underappreciated.
half
I'm not gonna
convinced is a
lie.
treasure marker. I think that there's something more to it.
He
I
did
have
help a lot, though,
feeling-
I will say.
I don't know. Buggy did just blatantly admit what it was and didn't mean to. I don't know. I've got my eyes on that treasure marker. But anyway, he sees the treasure marker on Luffy's arm and instantly is like, actually, no, I will help you. And, you know, he's horrible, so he doesn't plan to help him for very long. So Buggy thinks that now he has to steal
Buggy
it,
getting
Luffy,
baited
so Luffy admits what it is, but Luffy's just
by Shanks was the greatest thing ever. I cringe at how Ruff pronounces Shibandi. I know, right? It's almost as if I'm literally saying it exactly how it's said in Japanese, which we have literally had people in my chat who are from Japan who speak Japanese and have confirmed that I say it correctly. So, yeah, I guess I do say it wrong if, you know, your idea of wrong is right and your idea of right is wrong. But yes, I've already been literally, this is like been confirmed by a native speaking Japanese person. Like somebody whose first language is Japanese. Like this happened like the other, not even, it was actually multiple people. Pronounce Shibandi. That's literally what they say in the show. It doesn't sound wrong. How does it sound wrong? That's literally what they say in the fucking anime. Y'all are literally a bunch of fucking entitled weebs who refuse to give dub a chance at all. And you're yelling at me because I'm pronouncing it the way it's spelled in Japanese. Why would you, like, y'all want me to pronounce it the way it's pronounced in English, but y'all will have a mental breakdown if anybody watches dub. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense. No, I'm not watching in dub. I'm watching in sub. But for some reason, these people in sub are saying different. Yeah, I know that the dub says Saboity. I get it. Look, I am more than aware that the dub says Saboity. I am not watching the dub. And 99% of the people, probably not that high, but 90% of the people here also are watching sub. Like if you're a dub viewer and you're getting confused, I get it. I do. I totally get it. I do. But if you speak sub and you still are mad about the Shibandi thing, I just don't get it. I don't understand.
just like, here you go, just take
We're
it.
so many arcs past Shibandi and this is still getting brought up. It's crazy.
And then later when, oh my god.
I am going to pronounce it any way I want, but I'm pronouncing it correctly.
When Buggy,
That's what I don't get.
Okay, but you just
like if I was pronouncing it wrong, I would understand, but it's not.
I leave you now and not follow through on my promise. And Luffy's like, yeah, but you said you wouldn't. You said you'd take me there. So let's go. Like his trust is so cute. And then whenever Buggy,
it's the same as the whole it's over 9,000 thing when it's, that's not true. It's actually 9,000. It's like actually 9,000. I'm not going to say it like the dub. I am going to throw some music on for you guys, though. My girlfriend just texted me. Daughter's calling my name. She says she thinks she pooped, so she needs a diaper change. So I got to go change her diaper. I'll be right back. But you will have some music. And luckily, I found some solid copyright-free music so that YouTube, y'all won't be left in silence either. So just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. It won't take long. I'll be right back. Yeah, we're hoping it's not a poopy diaper. We're hoping for a P1. We're hoping for a P1. I'll be right back. It was a poop. It was a very, very messy fucking poop, dude. Did y'all take a vote? It did. That's why it took so long. Yeah, like that was one of the bigger diaper blowouts I've had recently. Oof. It's actually 8,000 in the manga. That's wild. I didn't know that. Damn. Anybody else, when you change a diaper, you got to use that Dawn dish soap. You know what I mean? Like normal bathroom soap don't cut it. You got to use the Dawn dish soap. I'm sorry for anybody that just got here. My girlfriend isn't feeling that great, so she's kind of like keeping an eye on my daughter, but just because she's not feeling great, like, you know, she's making sure she's okay, but I got to make sure I go there and change her diapers and stuff if she needs it and whatnot, just to kind of keep them, you know, kind of apart. So I had to go do that. So there you go.
Wall, and Luffy's like, "Oh, we gotta go
I'm
through this
sorry.
wall. Sure, I'll help." And burst Buggy through. It's just, there's so many.
Oh my god, no, I need to see that. That looked great. That's incredible. That is such a good, I love that, dude.
Burst Buggy through. It's just,
I love that. You have to change your dad.
Between these two, the
You're a better person than I. You're a better person than I. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to. I'd be like, let's find you a really nice fucking place that doesn't abuse the old people. You know, I forget what they're called, but there's no way. There's no way I am changing adult diaper. Never. No.
The difference between Luffy's childlike innocence and trust,
nursing
and
homes.
then Buggy's incompetence matched with his ability to abandon anyone for death and only look out for himself, yet natural ability to make people follow him. I just, it's good stuff.
Thank you, AJ. I try to be.
Lead Luffy to the pit, and he describes what the pit is, and he's like, no one in their right mind would actually go in there. And Luffy's response is, cool, so I just have to jump in?
Straight up, though, like, of course, like, you know, you could be a good dad regardless of what you do, but like, I feel like y'all have like made it so much easier to like take care of her. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I'm able to, like, I'm streaming now, but the fact that I can essentially take a week off from work every other week to take care of her without really having much of a change is mental. Like I can't thank y'all enough for like allowing me to be able to like take care of her and also do a job, because I wouldn't be able to take care of her the way I do if I had a normal job.
Then Buggy ends up falling in too, and there's this whole arc is pure hilarious chaos, and I love it. You know what we're talking about, Buggy? Let's go ahead and talk about some other new characters that are introduced. So the main warden, he's
100%.
crazy powerful, but he also is a dum-dum in a lot of instances. But in this one particularly, that he fights poison with poison, so he's constantly poisoning himself, which means that he just diarrheas all day. And
which, like,
I mean,
kind of sucks. Could you imagine? Like, that would suck,
story. Bro. I'm not mad about it. We have the Underwarden who...
like, could you imagine eating that devil fruit and you become, like, basically a god, but in the same process, you now have the shits for forever? Like, that is so fucked, man. It's crazy. To clarify what I mean, by the way, like, people are saying kids are more important. I agree 100%. But y'all have to understand, kids also need a place to live. And maybe it's different in other countries. I don't know. But in America, if you don't work, you are on the streets and you become homeless and you can't afford to feed your children. You know what I mean? So it's like, even like that's the biggest thing is like at my old job prior to this, I don't know what I would do now. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to take her for the week because I would have no choice to, or no choice but to, what's the word? I would have like no choice but to work, because if not, I wouldn't be able to pay the bills. Yeah, I'd have to do, well, even then I wouldn't even be able to do warehouse job overnight shifts because she's here. You know, you can't just let the kids stay at home alone, you know?
Has a bad case of brutally honest about everything that he wants to say.
That's why these arcs also fucked me up
wanting
so
the
bad.
warden position.
Like,
Who's
they're
also
already
crazy
some on One Piece, but
powerful.
you'll see them.
I love that. All of the people.
I'm just gonna lower this a little bit. You'll see them on Patreon, and obviously as they come to YouTube, but like there's specific scenes, especially Marineford, that really got to me on an emotional level because of me being a father. Like, really messed me up.
Pretty interesting. But I don't really care about anybody else as far as the people that are running this prison. We have Sadie, the little guy with the funny hat, and some Zoan, I think that's how you say it, fruit users who act as like minotaurs and
with Robin's backstory,
protecting the place. Generally, almost everybody that we got introduced to outside of the warden and the underwarden, including even like the prison guard that searches Boa.
No, I'll be reacting to her Marineford video prior.
That we got introduced to that are running this prison, I didn't feel like I
mean, we did an entire podcast about it, so
been removed from the story, and the story wouldn't have changed. But as far as the people that joined forces with Luffy, I was very, very satisfied. We're gonna start with Jinbei because he's the character he's introduced while he's in a cell with Ace, and I instantly love him. So we know he's crazy powerful because he's a warlord of the sea. And I love that his morality, his standard of right and wrong, he will not match up with what the other powerhouses around him believe. He sees that Ace and Whitebeard and that whole crew are doing good things in the world, so he doesn't agree with Ace's execution.
What did you miss? Hours worth of content.
Whitebeard, and he wants to help them both escape. He
an hour and a half. Sorry,
is rejecting the call of coming and rejecting he's not offering his support in all this, and he doesn't care that he's going to lose his warlord status, and he doesn't care that he's being imprisoned.
So you want my example? You know, people always ask me why I don't pause more during my actual episode reactions. This is why. Because then they become this, bro, and I'm pausing every 30 seconds. It's just harder. I feel like it's harder to talk over somebody who's also just monologuing, so it makes it like you have no choice but to pause. Like, I'm sure y'all would love super long reactions, but like I'd have to like probably cut the episodes I react to in half, bro. If I paused every time I had a thought, they would be so long.
Tortured.
It would be so bad
to offer his support. All he cares about is standing by what he believes is right, which is not letting Ace be executed and not fighting.
You just got to use the pause champ emote, dude.
Instantly, I'm incredibly interested in him. He seems really cool.
Please don't pause your episode reaction videos.
I muted my laptop now. Would you like to join our crew? I think I have established at this point that I'm a great recruiter for our crew. I want a ghost girl to join our crew, and quite frankly,
I agree. I think this would be great if she uploaded this as a podcast.
A huge asset here at Impel Down. She would have been great here. So obviously, I know what I'm talking about. Let's get Jinbei on our team. I love him. I'll gush about him more when we get to that point in the story. We also meet Wax Guy, Mr. 3, who, again, I don't remember him that well, but I do remember that
his voice definitely changed, unless I'm bugging.
He waxified Zoro, and so Zoro offered to,
this is one of the most
cut off his own leg.
This is when I realized that Zoro was a fucking Giga Chad, bro.
When you don't have your legs anymore, buddy, what are you gonna do? And he's just like, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The point is, I need to help some people, so legs be gone. And I
would love to have Merphy on the podcast, and she's already said that she'd be down to do it. The biggest problem right now is I can't take on any more shit right now until summer vacation's over. Until I no longer have my daughter literally Friday to Friday every other week, and I literally can't work on the weeks I have her, I can't add any more content. I can't. I'm already obscenely overwhelmed. There's just no way. Once summer vacation's over and things go back to normal, I'll be able to start doing stuff like that, but right now I just can't.
So much, and Mr. 3,
I would love to.
Reason we got that scene, so
it's gonna be a bit.
Happy to see him again. We fight a sphinx or an old man, depending on who you ask. We get some great fight scenes, hilarious moments through that as well.
Bro,
and
what?
in the absolute chaos
How'd they change
that this
Yvonne's
fight
voice
is,
when Yvonne wasn't
because
even
of
there?
This battle, they end up falling through the floor, and Mr. 3 and Buggy, who are a beautiful
Sorry.
team up of we
Yeah, there's
don't
not enough.
actually want
I
to
need
help.
48-hour days.
We'll be here as long as we can use you, but as soon as we can't use
That's
you
what I need.
anymore, we're gone.
It
and
doesn't
we've been
change. It
sacrificed
sounded
before our
different.
goals. I love these two together. They are so funny. These two are planning on abandoning Luffy together, but they all fall through the floor, and down we go into level 3, I think, at this point, where we learn that it is ridiculously hot and people are being starved. As he's being told that these people are starving, he's eating a bird that he found. And on this new level, we meet up
I didn't
with
think about
number
that.
2, I think his name, Stupid Swan Guy.
I
is
didn't think
what
about that,
I call
dude.
him. So I need to pause briefly to tell you I don't really remember his role very much either. I was reading the beginning of this series a lot longer ago. I was not going through this series nearly this quickly at the beginning. I read the first saga of One Piece in December of 2020. And then I was taking about a month to a month and a half between each saga. So the first 3 sagas I read over a long period of time a while ago. I wasn't reading them really closely together. I wasn't eating up every word like I am now. So some of these older villains, I remember
Yeah, because
them,
she got to Water
but
7 and
I
then
don't
fell in
remember
love.
them really, really well. Same for Stupid Swan Guy. I remember that when we met him,
She just said... She just called him Stupid Swan Guy! What?
he let us know that he was he could shift his appearance. He's a face changer.
I'm
He let
sure
us
it'll
know
be
that he's a face
explained.
changer by showing us him taking on the appearance of each of the male crew members. Then when he wanted to showcase the fact that he could take on someone's body too, he took on Nami's body.
Yeah, we know
and
this.
flashed the crew with her body while she stood there screaming at him to stop.
Oh,
And I
that was
didn't appreciate it.
100% verified. Like, that 100% was not okay. I just feel like he had a lot of character development since then. You know what I mean? Like, I hated Bon Clay in the beginning too, but after he sacrificed himself for the Straw Hats, I was like, all right, you kind of redeemed yourself. And then when he came back, he like blew me away.
So
But I will say, I did have a lot of time between when Bon Clay did that to when I saw him in Impel Down, where for her, it was, I mean, what, a month and a half ago? You know what I mean? So like, it was very like recent, I guess, so I can understand that
hold a
mindset.
grudge against this man. So I see him and I'm not excited to see him because I still have a grudge from the last time I saw him. Then very
Oh, she forgot that he helped
after
them?
We see him again.
Oh.
He takes on Zoro's appearance. I'm still hurting with the fact that we don't have our Straw Hats all together right now, that they're still separated. I'm still scared for Luffy because he's gone into this alone and I don't know that he can do it alone. And so then Zoro
No, he
pops up and
100%
says,
can't.
Luffy, I'm here to help you. And I still think that we're gonna have a Here Comes the Cavalry moment. I'm still waiting for the Straw Hats to come in to help Luffy to make this happen.
Yo,
And
can we talk about
then
this? That is an incredible like to dislike ratio. Holy shit.
Swan Guy shows up and impersonates Zoro and makes me think that he's back, only to
The
laugh at
same
He does it again with
fucking
Nami later, but
thing
it doesn't
happened to
trip
me,
that
dude.
much.
I thought it was
And
Zoro.
so naturally,
I freaked
I'm
out. I
not
thought
this
it was
guy's
him.
biggest fan, at least at this point in my reading journey. But we do have some amazing moments with him, starting off with immediately after the Zoro incident, where he says he'll help Luffy, he'll team up with him, and the adorable face that Luffy makes, his excitement, again, his doe-eyed innocence.
That's an
his
incredible
trust for everybody around
spread.
him. I love it. So Luffy and this group of criminals that listen, it's also really funny to me that Luffy, a lot of these guys are imprisoned here at Impel Down and being tortured and held for the rest of their lives, largely because of Luffy. Yet, as soon as it fits their agenda, as soon as they think Luffy can help them get out, they team up with him.
Hey, remember, I'm a Discord partner. So if y'all have not joined the Discord, be sure to join the Discord. We have a One Piece chat in the Discord. So exclamation Discord, request the One Piece role. There's a lot of One Piece nerds in there. You'll have endless people to talk about. I also post updates and things like that and let you know when we're live. Go check it out.
And some of them, honestly, like Swan Guy honestly does team up with him. He's not just trying to use him like Mr. 3.
Come join us. Join the cult.
A ragtag group of misfits. It doesn't make
sense.
Dude,
I love One Piece, dude. I love seeing the manga spreads.
People that Luffy cares about, which usually if you harm someone that Luffy cares about, he's gonna bring you down. So he's teaming up with these people and trusting them and liking them. And then these people have been brought down by Luffy and are imprisoned.
Yo, no cap. King of One Piece says, look, while the Straw Hats are separated, Luffy meets these guys at Impel Down that are strong, even stronger than the Straw Hats combined. Now, what I'm confused by this is your name is the King of One Piece. Can't you give like some fun facts and not like that's not even really a fact, bro. Like, yeah, no shit. Of course, 2 ex-warlords are stronger than the Straw Hats at this point. Like, yes, we're aware of that. Your name's King of One Piece. I expect, like, I see the name King of One Piece. I expect some, like, deep cut shit. You know what I mean? Like, I expect some, like, mind-blowing statistics and facts. You over here giving, like, baseline, like, I'm pretty sure a 7-year-old could have come to that conclusion, bro. You gotta either chill with the caps lock, you gotta get a new name, or you gotta something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But you bugging about something that is, like, obvious. We know. Everybody here knows. We watched it. We all know.
Largely because of Luffy, yet they team up with him, and some of them even like want to. They even have camaraderie with him and trust him and consider him a friend. And it's such an unexpected pairing, this group of people. And I just think it fits so
I can't
well.
wait to see her, Marineford.
You also just have Buggy,
Impact.
who
I'm so excited for that video.
That scene where he says, hey, Luffy, remember that super awesome thing I did the last time you and I met up? And Luffy's like, no.
It's crazy to me that how much Buggy changed. Because same thing, she didn't like Buggy. I didn't like Buggy either. Like, I did not like Buggy at all, really. And then, well, this happened. And then I fell in love with him. He's so fucking funny, dude.
Face Buggy makes.
I've always been very meh on Buggy up until Impel Down.
And they fight the midriff-bearing Minotaur, which is just more chaos and more fun. And coupled with that, we get little flashes of Ace learning that Luffy is here, hoping that Luffy will turn back and
I know he didn't change, but we got to like see more of him, if that makes sense.
I love the dynamics.
Learn more about him.
Dynamics in every direction, pretty much. I've said this a lot before. Found family is my favorite trope. Loyalty is my favorite theme to read in fiction. And Luffy's loyalty and determinedness to go save his brother is something that moves me and speaks to me. And now we have the other side.
That Marineford video is going to be a long stream.
Who is on death row, who actually potentially could be saved, but he doesn't care. He just wants his brother to be safe. He just wants his brother to turn back. And I love it. I love it in both directions, and it breaks my heart. Also, as I mentioned, that this crew doesn't fit together, I think that this panel establishes that, displays that so well. This group of people, in and of themselves, are just pure chaos, and it's so much fun to read. And then we have the entire scene where Luffy fights the Warden. I love the Warden's powers. Hydra, that's the creature that he turns into.
Fucking terrifying. Powers, I stand by, dude. Magellan is still one of the most terrifying people.
I mean, they're very deadly, even so much as a sigh could potentially harm people.
Like, could y'all imagine if Magellan was at Marineford? Oh my god, dude. Holy shit.
Is thoughtless about it. But then when it comes down to it, when it comes time to fight, again, he's thoughtless because when he turns into this Hydra creature, or projects, when he creates this Hydra.
About the Shabandi thing, I was eating some replying now. They also pronounce Ruffy and Robin in Japan, but you still say the Romanized names. Do you get my point? No, I don't get your point. Your point still doesn't make sense. I hear them and it sounds like they say Shabandi, so I say Shabandi. Sure, at times does it sound like they say Ruffy? I guess, but like not really. Like I've definitely never heard them ever refer to Robin as Lobin. And I've definitely never heard them, like, I could see at points where you maybe would think they said Ruffy and not Luffy. But no, I don't get your point at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, I feel like if anything, you just proved my point even more. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, Frankie calls Luffy weird. I agree. Yes, Frankie has this like weird tanginess to his voice that he adds it. But that's Frankie. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really compare those things. They're very different. That's like looking at Ivankov and being like, yo, but Ivankov called them this. And it's like, yeah, but Ivankov adds a little bit of a tang to everything that he says. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a very different thing.
Hydra creature. He is slinging poison everywhere and harming / killing his own guards as he does this. But he doesn't care because he has a mission and he's extremely powerful, and he's definitely a character that is terrifying when we have to fight him. So Luffy fights him, and I love that Luffy always puts it all on the table.
Ooh,
where
that
he's
looks
like,
so fucking
okay,
good.
I'm gonna sacrifice my hands. I know that if I punch you, I will lose my hands. But I also know that if
you know what it is, dude, to be completely honest, I think that I am so impressed by the manga panels because there is something, in my opinion, like it is a talent to showcase art in all black and white and it still pop and grab your attention that well. You know what I mean? Like, color will always make something look better. Let's just be honest here. But being able to make something look that fucking good in black and white is just crazy. That's almost one of the big reasons why I don't even really like, because I'm going to be reading the manga and a lot of people are like, oh, have you thought about reading the colored one? I don't know if I want to. I might, but I don't know. I just like, there's something nice about that black and white. Dude.
Don't fight you, I lose everything. So goodbye hands. He's overpowered. He gets poisoned and
oh god, what did I do?
He's gonna die. And as he's laying there suffering, he's screaming out Ace's name. Whew, too much. Stupid swan guy abandons him.
Stop calling him that!
But at the time,
yo, I'm offended.
And then
I'm not even lying, bro. I feel offended by this.
Openly abandoned him.
It's hurting me inside.
The sub-warren, the under-warren.
I don't like hearing Bon Clay's name be shamed like that. Like, this is like hard, bro. Like, I don't like this. It just makes me feel bad. Like, I love Bon Clay,
because
dude.
He wants the warden, not Warren. He wants the warden to fall for. He wants him to be dismissed. So he would happily allow chaos to happen so that he can get the job of warden. But of course, Mr. 3 and Buggy are so incompetent that they get captured anyway. And then stupid swan guy defeats the underwarden, impersonates him.
I can't stop calling him stupid swan guy. Bro, if she doesn't get emotional at the end of this, I'm gonna be upset.
Iva? I'm gonna say
like everybody entitled to their opinion, but I'm gonna be really upset.
We are introduced to the group of rebels.
Fucking cried like a bitch.
Hang on. The Revolutionary Army. We're introduced to the Revolutionary Army.
I'm just letting y'all know from towards the end of Impel Down throughout Marineford, just prepare fucking dude, I won't say which episodes, okay? But like there was a point in time where I was reacting to Marineford, and let me tell you, bro, I recorded for probably like 5 hours straight, maybe 6, and I like probably cried for like 3 hours of that fight. Like my eyes started to fucking hurt, bro, because I only had paper towel. Like you ever get to the point where like your tears hurt, you have so many tears and you wipe off the tears so much that like your eyes start to fucking hurt.
Iva is the main
it's brutal.
The leader of them, and Inazuma, Who's
Nailed
one
it.
Of my
You got
new
it.
Favorite side characters that barely gets no
Really?
Scissor Hands.
Oh, him. Never mind. I thought she was talking about a different person. Ignore me.
Of this group of people that have
I'm impressed.
Because
I could never remember Inazuma's name.
Created an oasis within hell, and they happily watch everything go down and live comfortably and eat well. Iva does everything he can to save Luffy, but in the end,
is it Ivan or is it Yvonne?
Slim that Luffy
I always
is
thought
going
it was
to make
Yvonne.
and he's definitely losing
Am I
10
wrong?
years off of his life. But because stupid swan guy, who yes is slowly chipping away at my
Yvonne,
hatred
okay.
toward him, because he stands outside of Luffy's door and screams, cheering him on, telling him he
Like,
can
there's
do it.
no way you
The
can
whole
leave
time
Impel
that
Down
Luffy
and
is
not
fighting
love
this
Bon Clay. I'm
poison,
convinced there's
and
no fucking way, dude.
it's a
There's
really
no
great
way.
moment. But an even better moment is that whenever Luffy finally overcomes the poison, the thing that he says is food, followed by bursting through the chained up door with all better. I just love it. We find out that Daddy Dragon is the master of the revolution.
Daddy Dragon.
So I guess Iva's not.
I like
Iva would
that
be the
name,
leader
dude.
Of the revolutionaries here.
Oh, Bon
in
Clay
Impel
100%
Down.
MVP of Impel
And
Down.
Iva's
Like
waiting
100%,
for
dude.
Dragon to come and rescue
Oh, no,
him
I know,
so that
Hillary.
they can join forces because Dragon is the leader of the revolutionary army.
Daddy Dragon ain't fucking
It's
around.
really interesting.
I'm
I
so
find it
excited to
so
see more about
interesting.
him.
I'm going back to Gramps and his conversation with Ace, and the fact that
Just so everybody knows, I am literally like convulsing. Like, I can't put into words how hard it is to not pause pretty much every 30 seconds.
he said your dad had a reason for what he did. But Gramps knows that the reason is that he's the leader of the Revolutionary Army who's trying to, he's directly combating the Navy, who Gramps is one of the higher ups of. Why is he defending him at all? I don't know. I'm starting to think that maybe Garp is a secret ally of the Revolutionary Army.
Oh,
And
no.
that's why he defends his son to an extent, and why he cheers on the boys.
I never
his
thought about
grandsons
that,
when
but
they
oh,
succeed at the things that
bro. Why am I checking out this specific review? Because I started watching a bunch of One Piece reviews, and I got through Eni's lobby, and then our community found out that I was watching her reviews on my own, and they all like, fucking had a mental breakdown and panicked and refused to allow me to watch it on my own. So we started streaming them. So there you go. Joe. Oh shit. Yo, what up, Joanne? Welcome. It's been a very, very long time. Also, remember, YouTube. It's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just YouTube chat gets way more out of control with spoilers than Twitch does. And the mod tools on Twitch are just better, and it's easier for the mods to nuke stuff. So I am prioritizing Twitch chat. So I do apologize, but if you do want to come over, it is free. You can download the app, or it's a free account or whatever. And remember, chat, especially if you're over on Twitch, if y'all have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. And if you sub free, you get access to all the reactions. 30 plus emotes. They're not all One Piece, but there's a lot of them. And you get my undying gratitude, love, and affection. And help me pay, or not pay, but help me feed my 2 cats and dog.
Supposedly doesn't want them to do, but at the same time, why did he?
Yeah, we
raise them
were
up to be
doing
Navy
Totally
men?
Not Mark as well. We will be doing this too.
Maybe the abuse that he did to them while saying this is all in the name of the Navy, maybe his intention was for them to turn on the Navy and to be pirates, because he doesn't believe in the Navy, and he's just trying to be an inside man to bring the Navy down from the inside.
This is a hell of a theory, dude.
Theories.
Like, this is a hell of a theory.
But I'm keeping.
I'm like honestly impressed. Like, this is a fucking great theory that I did not come to, and I feel horrible because it's so wrong. But it's actually kind of a like imagine if that was what happened. No, I theorize all the fucking time, and I'm probably apparently I'm right very frequently. I did not forget my daughter. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you an idiot? Are you dumb?
So my ragtag team of misfits finally arrives at level 6, where they find there is no Ace. They're too late, but
I'm done with
do
Marineford.
Get Jinbei, who is one of my new favorite people ever. I also want to highlight this panel where somebody said.
Oh, bro, look at that fucking panel. Bro, that's so good. This is hurting, dude. This just makes me, I know that I'm gonna be reading it and I gotta stick with it and go from there, but like, dude, I can't put into words how bad I just want to grab the Marineford manga and just binge the shit out of it, dude. I still have to do it. You mentioned your 2 dogs and cats only. Well, look, people are easily swayed by animals. It doesn't really work as well. Like, people are way more inclined to be like, yo, I'm going to sub to this guy because he has a cat. Way more than I'm going to sub to this guy because he has a kid. People just don't have that reaction with kids that like they don't. Especially not dudes. Like, women do, kind of. But that's because, like, you know, women like don't fucking suppress their emotions and try to act like manly men. So that's probably why. But
we have 2 warlords.
Where are my Marineford videos? On Patreon. Patreon.com/RuffSenpai. The link is in the description box. Well, that's not
just
true.
because Jinbei's like, I want to help. And
actually,
like,
it is
good enough, and he doesn't even know how helpful he truly will be. I also just now realized
Woman
I
be
somehow
emotional.
skipped over.
Yeah, it's just women, I guess. You know, it's just women, I guess, that are emotional. Fun fact, I wasn't emotional prior to One Piece. Not as bad, at least.
In our team. I love Crocodile.
I feel like this
he is a really
story like opened the
one that
floodgates and it
did
just
stand out
hasn't
to me.
stopped ever
I think it's
ever
interesting that
since.
he lost his warlord status, but you know, obviously he's still very powerful, and I really like his powers. I find.
I really want to roast right now, chat. I really want to roast. I want to roast. I want to pause and I want to roast. I've got 30 minutes. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. This dude takes things too seriously, bro. You have no sense of humor. I'm sorry, you have no sense of humor. It's very rare we get a stupid comment like this from a YouTube frog, but it's happening. I'm sorry you have no sense of humor. One day you might. Maybe one day. For now, you're just a smooth brain person that just doesn't. No, we can't do YouTube pets because YouTube. The tools just suck. The tools suck. It's like my biggest complaint. You know, it's just one of those things. But I do hope that one day you get a sense of humor. You might, maybe. But I do appreciate you because we haven't had a solid one in a while. So I will say, drastically different. Pokey Dragonair, thank you for the prime stuff. Drastically different. I am convinced I do not wake up like actually awake until 2 p.m. Like it is about 1 p.m. here. And I am so much more calm right now because I'm just not fully awake yet. Just not. You do have a sense of humor? I'm sure you do, buddy. I'm sure you do. We believe you. We do. I promise you. I'm not lying to your face. We believe you. You have a great sense of humor.
A little bit. I think I also passed over getting previous warden free. So there was once another warden who ran Impel Down, dude. Who grossly
fucking
abused
YouTube
his
frogs,
power
man.
and would just kill people for fun. So he was locked up because of this. So now he's in eternal torture and imprisonment. So they brilliantly think, let's set free the man who kills people for fun, who we've imprisoned.
I mean, look.
Let's set him free and hope he'll be on our side.
You gotta gamble sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what does he do? He kills people for fun and
yeah,
he joins up with the bad guy. What are you thinking? I mean, I'm not mad about it. He adds another level.
Sometimes you gotta gamble. It's just that you gotta. So what you gotta do sometimes.
He's now a really powerful guy.
I mean, shit. I don't know if we have any OGs here. I saw Wicked's name earlier. Joanne was here earlier. Yo, like, imagine if I never, like, said, fuck it. I'm bored with playing video games for content. I'm going to make anime stuff. Be like a different world.
Really doesn't seem to be here for anybody. He's just gonna add to the chaos. And then he teams up with Blackbeard, which, by the way, Blackbeard and Warden face off, and Warden easily takes down Blackbeard's entire crew, and Blackbeard
That was what blew my mind.
Died if ex-Warden hadn't showed up and saved them all, and then now he's joined their alliance. So Blackbeard's team is really powerful.
That really did fucking catch me off guard, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it completely caught me off guard.
For Fun guy shows up, and he saves them, and now he's a part of the team, and that makes Blackbeard's team even more powerful. I love the chaos. And I don't know any.
I think it was, though. It definitely was. He got caught off guard. Like, look, I'm fully aware that Blackbeard is not that much of a bitch. I honestly, like, he just got cocky. He got steamrolled by Magellan. But I feel like that made, you know, I doubt anybody is here that hasn't seen Marineford, but just in case, you know, skip a few seconds. I feel like that is what made when he arrived in Marineford so intense, because yeah, you knew that Blackbeard was like nobody, he wasn't anybody to scoff at, but I feel like they really kind of like, he had this insanely high bar, and then he took that massive L, and I feel like it kind of helps bring him down and helps like balance it. And then he shows up and you're like, oh no, he just got a little too cocky. This motherfucker is fucking crazy. Like,
I mean, I know Warden's motivations. He's just trying to be a good Warden. But I don't know why Blackbeard is here. I don't know what his intentions are or what he's going to do. I don't know why I don't know why ex-Warden said, I've been waiting for someone like you to come around. Why? Just so that he could have someone to team up with, so that he could take
yeah, I mean, 100%
stripped him of his position and imprisoned him. Is this all
like I mean, dude, yeah, this motherfucker murdered people for fun, and then the military, who he obviously became a Marine specifically to torture people, very similarly to how some people that like to abuse people become like cops or things like that because they like want to be in that position of power. I mean, of course, he literally took that job with the intent of literally to fucking abuse and murder people, and then that same job fucking threw him in a cell for years. Like, of course he wants revenge. Anybody would. The dude's a psycho.
Bitterness? Is that his motivation right now? It's good enough for me. Whitebeard, still, I mean, I understand. I feel
You're
like
goddamn right. I paused a lot.
I understand Whitebeard. I'm getting pieces of him, and he seems like still a pirate, still a ne'er-do-well, but generally doing good for the world, and generally, well, doing some good at least for the world. And I think I like him a lot. But I know that his crew is crazy powerful, and they're going to be on Luffy's side. So now we have Crocodile, an ex-warlord, Jinbei, who's
Shit blew my mind.
essentially an ex-warlord too, and Boa, who's a warlord, all on our side.
Boa's a
plus
G.
a bunch of villains that we've met before who are now all on our side. Some fervently on our side, like Swan Guy, and some reluctantly on our side, like Buggy and Mr. 3. And I love it. Plus Iva and the entire Revolutionary Army, the ones against the, they're all on our side too. Not only Iva and his entire crew, but supposedly Dragon and all of the rest of the army, however far back that goes.
I cannot wait till whenever we learn about them.
So I think
it's got to be coming.
I think my hopes are high. I'm getting my hopes up that we can do this, because there's some really, really ridiculously powerful people against us. But there's also some really powerful people on our side. And granted, there's more warlords against us than for us. But okay, let's just move forward. Let's keep the arc moving. More amazing.
I wonder if she's forgotten about Mihawk.
And then eventually against Blackbeard.
Because I'm not gonna lie, dude. He was one of like my biggest worries and like my biggest concerns, but it just didn't happen. You know what I mean? Now we will be doing the Marineford review, but not today.
Blackbeard's a really interesting
As soon as
character
we're
to
done
me
with
as
this, I
well,
gotta
because
dip.
he's the
It's
reason
gotta be a
Ace is in
short day
prison, but
today.
then he seems to have either ignored the call to be a warlord or maybe even wasn't invited to the show for some reason. He didn't seem to have a warm welcome whenever he did show up. He chats with Luffy and doesn't, like, he openly supports Luffy's dreams. He's like, yeah, the One Piece is out there, totally, go for it, fight for your dreams. But at the same time is happily going to fight Luffy and try to kill him and wants Ace to die, seemingly. I have a crackpot theory that maybe
The way
he
it's just
doesn't,
like
but
seemingly.
that's not developed enough for a conversation today.
Just
But anyway, we
galaxy
got
brain.
amazing fight scenes all around there. But then Jinbei, my boy, stepping in and stopping Luffy and saying, this is not the fight we need to be fighting right now. Focus up. Let's stick with our real goal here. And I love it.
I'm a Robin lover, all right. I don't like women that just simp for one dude and don't do anything. Boa does help Luffy, and I like it, but her simping is annoying. Do you have a problem with Sanji? Because one of two things just happened. Either we're going to find out you just dislike simps, or we just discovered you're sexist. One of the two. I also don't know why you're repeating yourself. But yeah, if you like Sanji, but you have an issue with Boa because of her simpness, you just straight up outed yourself so hard, dude. Sanji isn't a simp, he's just horny. Yo, no offense, but I'm gonna, like, I don't normally do this unless I'm joking, but this is like a legitimate question. Are you an idiot? That is the most smooth brain question I've ever been asked in this chat, or statement, I should say. You just said that Sanji isn't a simp. What? What? Oh, okay, I got you. I'm just like baffled by this. In the beginning, you had a problem with it, but you changed. Okay, so maybe you just need some more time with Boa, is what I'm hearing. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, sir. All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now. But still, to the person that said Sanji's not a simp, like, you're actually a moron. No offense. No, actually, I'm not even gonna say no offense. 100% take offense to that. You are an idiot.
I want Jinbei to join our crew so bad. Oh yeah, and Blackbeard actually says everything's going according to my plan. So he clearly has a plan.
Sanji's like the simp. Yeah, it's not even like he's a simp. Sanji's like the simp.
How that plays out. Blackbeard
not even just in One Piece. Like, I feel like in terms of like anime, he's like the simp.
I have so many half-baked theories about him. We also get amazing lines like, I've neither the time nor inclination to ask why you're here, or something like that. Oh, it's good stuff. Mr. 3 Waxy Fella creates a ton
Mr.
of
3
keys,
straight up the underdog.
He and Buggy think that
legit, dude.
Going to help them escape,
like, he is 100% the underdog. Like, that man has helped so much shit. It's crazy. It's just nuts.
Waxy and Luffy, just so much chaos and excitement happening around us. And then finally we end up at the top of Impel Down again, where all the ships are gone. So my boy Jinbei comes up with a solution to get them to the warship so that they can commandeer a ship so that they can move forward. Buggy strikes an awesome pose. And
it was a good pose.
And I love this entire scene where they're capturing a ship, because between their arrival, where Warlord Jinbei throws them onto the ship, and Buggy just falls and fails, and then Crocodile and the other guy whose name I've forgotten land in this epic, awesome way.
Brooke isn't a simp for panties. Brooke's just kind of like. I imagine Brooke is just like this dude who's like a jokester. Like, I know he asks about panties all the time. It makes me wonder if it's like a Tourette's thing or something random, because Brooke never really asks. Like, he doesn't act weird. It's like he asks for it in a very odd way. You know what I mean? Like, he'll be like, "Can I see your panties?" And they're just like, "Nah." He's like, "All right." it's almost like he's either doing it for like a reaction, or if I had to guess, like he's just old and like doesn't understand boundary. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong and maybe it'll change, but like I'm not sure. I get very confused with Brook, because and that also is true. Brook also did literally lose his mind. I mean, the dude is fucking nuts. So that's also a factor. Like, I don't know. Like, he is definitely a little crazy.
And Crocodile's like, who's chucking who overboard? And then guy whose name I forgot says, I guess you swabs need to learn your place. These amazing powerhouses fight and capture the ship. Luffy and Waxy fight the warden, and it looks hopeless, but then a giant head crashes through a wall and saves the day, because that's the story.
Because Yvonne's amazing.
And then we find out that we're never gonna make it, that it's not gonna work out. The
Yvonne is like one of my favorite new characters they introduced.
And we're surrounded by water.
He's
and
fucking ridiculous.
Hydra coming for us.
Hee-haw!
And we have a moment very similar to one that we got back in Ennis Lobby, where Jinbei is telling them all, just trust me, jump into the sea.
So terrifying.
I'll be there. Just like when Usopp, when everything is hopeless in Ennis Lobby.
Oh shit, I didn't realize
says,
that.
Trust me, jump into the sea.
Oh, bro.
And I love that. I don't know.
That's,
if that parallel
dude,
was
she's
intentional.
fucking
I like
smart. That she caught that. I definitely would have never caught that. That's great.
It was a great moment. It was a great
right?
moment.
Like Oda
like
and his callbacks for
like
real.
A reminder of such a powerful moment of hopelessness, and the team being able, one member of the team having the intuition and having the ability.
Oh, really? Yvonne is Oda's favorite character? That's dope.
To be able to see this is what we need to do next, and for the team to completely trust that member and jump into the sea, even though several of the members will drown, even though it seems hopeless, even though it doesn't make sense that this could possibly help. We have that exact same scene again, where one person, I refuse to call them crew members because our crew's coming back, Jinbei knows that he can be there for them, so he says jump into the sea, and it doesn't make sense.
Just to confirm for the video, a YouTube frog told me that Yvonne was Oda's favorite character, and we are having confirmation happening right now in the chat from the Twitch chat saying that it is buggy and that was false information. So apparently it's buggy.
And it doesn't work, and they will certainly die, but Luffy trusts him, and they jump, and then they're saved. Jinbei trusts, he has a plan. He knows that he can get the gates open, and so he's like, we're driving forward, we're getting through these gates of justice. And the warden tells them to
so
open the
bummed
gates.
I can't watch her fucking Marineford video today, dude.
Also, how did he even
Fuck
get
all
here?
of you
It's
who made
because
me
stupid
react to
Swan
all of
guy.
her videos. You all
Swan
suck.
guy has sacrificed.
Because now I'm gonna have to wait like
He
days,
stayed behind,
maybe a
he
week to fucking
impersonated
see
the
it.
Warden, he had them open the gates. He knew. I don't know. A lot of times we have fake out deaths in the series, so it's possible he's not dead. Swan guy impersonates the warden, and the warden asks him if he has any last words, and his response is satisfaction. And
you were banned in the stream for talking about something that I already watched. Yeah, I have no idea, dude. Just submit an unban request. There's unban requests that you could submit on Twitch. We've been debating actually making a video on that, maybe like once a month or once every other month or whatever, depending on how many unbanned. We ban a lot of people, so like I would like to imagine that we'd have a decent amount of unban requests. But we've thought about doing it. But the mods do check through on the unban request just in case there's like spoilers. But if you think that like there was a mistake in the ban, just send an unban request and it'll get looked at some point.
And Jinbei ends up not doing what Swan Guy wanted. He gives Luffy the communication snail, and they get to talk, and he's like, just go save Ace, man. I made this choice.
This man just said, damn, I ain't been banned yet. Yeehaw instead of hee-haw, which means I have to ban you. It's a requirement. However, yeah, no. Well, no, yeah. Justified. You can't fuck up. You can't fuck up Yvonne's. You can't. You can't do that. So I guess you did get banned.
This
Sorry.
is the choice I've made. I want to help you. Go save your brother. And I'm glad
I can't watch
that Luffy
Murphy's
got the
Marine
chance
Ford
to
video
do
because I
it.
don't have time. I'm
And
already running, not late, but
it was really
I got to be off in like
amazing. We had a
45
tiny
minutes at the
little look into
longest.
Fishmen here, where one character calls the Fishman race as a whole barbaric.
And let's be honest,
Jinbei
if I don't watch her Marine Ford video on stream, I'll never hear the fucking end of it, dude. Oh my god, if it wasn't autocorrect, I mean, if it was autocorrect, they can just submit it on ban request, and you know, we'll go from there.
doesn't disagree at all, and in fact he says, okay, yeah, it's true, and I am different from the I'm not like other fishmen, but he
I'm not like other fishmen.
in that he's able to
Not that you've
befriend
seen.
whale sharks, and he's and as well as other, you know, people
Like
around
Jinbei,
him.
basically the
His
god of the
devotion to
sea,
Ace,
like legit.
he seems familiar with a lot. I don't know. I think there's a lot more to I really hope we spend more time with Jinbei, because there's so
Same, he's
many
so
little
dope.
things that
I love
happen in this
Jinbei,
arc
dude.
with his interactions with characters that just makes me think that
She's
there's
gonna
a lot
fall in
more
love with
to
him by the end of
and
Marine
makes me
Ford,
think
like
that
100%.
I really hope we get more of him. I think we're going to. It seems like there's a lot happening with him. He's also the first son of the sea. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
but
I
it
don't know what
sounds
that
like
means
he's a
either. I've been
really
wondering this
powerful
whole
fisherman
time.
as far as
Like I'm
fishermen
sure it'll get
go.
answered and explained, but fucking who knows
I have a
when.
lot of interest in his character. We get wonderful moments with Luffy, like when the Navy calls and they say, this is Navy headquarters, and Luffy says, hi, this is Luffy. And then we end it on this really emotional scene with Ace, and then this flashback of them as kids.
It might
telling
just be a
Luffy
nickname, I don't
to
know,
fight
but
for a
maybe
life
not.
Of true freedom as he's walking
God, that
to
scene.
his death. That is a mean place to leave me. So that's the end of the arc. A lot happened. Man, I loved this arc. It's really funny because
All right, so she finished her like review of the arc. She's gonna go in and gush, and we're gonna kind of really hear her thoughts and opinions on it. So this is a perfect time. I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna get a refill, and I'm just gonna check on my daughter, make sure she's doing good, make sure she doesn't need to, you know, have a new movie turned on or whatever. She's probably fine because my girlfriend's out there, but just making sure. And I also have to pee, and I'm thirsty because I'm out of coffee. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. Again, don't worry. I actually found some pretty decent copyright free music, so YouTube will actually have some music. So yeah, I'll be back. Sorry for that delay, everybody. Had to change a diaper. Luckily, no poop this time. Let the dog in, get a refill. But we're pretty good. So we're in the home stretch. Let me just check something real quick. I just got to pull up the camera so I can like be able to make sure she's not getting into trouble. But we're going to finish this up. We're basically done. All right. And then when we're done, I got to take her to the park because I made a pinky promise. You can't break pinky promises, chat. Okay? You're not allowed to do that. I'm ready for tinfoil hat time. Trust me, I'm ready. Yeah, or you swallow 1,000 needles. Exactly. I did it yesterday. I put my pinky out because I was like, because she napped for way too long yesterday, so we didn't get to go to the park. We had to go drop off a wrist brace to my girlfriend because her wrist was hurting. And when we like went to get in the car, there was like kids swinging on the swings across the street from the park, and she was like, swing. I was like, I feel so bad, but it's too late, you know, because whatever. You're still banned? No, you're not, Bray. Bray, fun fact, I unbanned you after that stream. I just used you for content. I tried to find you in the Discord. I actually was gonna @ you in the Discord and be like, by the way, Bray, I already unbanned you. I just used the ban. I just banned you for content in that video. But I couldn't find an Ask Bray in the Discord. I did. I used you. I'm sorry. That's the thing. Like, that's what we talked about in the Invincible episode 8 reaction, is that a lot of people don't realize that I've made content like for a long time, and I was a full-time content creator before reactions. Yes, I focus on reactions, where like a majority of my content comes from. But I'm very much a content creator over a reactor. That I like, because somebody brought it up. They're like, Ruff only ever picks out specific comments that combat him so that he can like go after them. And they were like, and I was like, yes, you know, like that's literally exactly what I do. You know, like I was like, that's exactly, I do that on purpose. Like the thing is that the community that's regulars here, y'all know me because y'all spend so much time with me. Y'all know the kind of person I am. You know that I'm not a fucking asshole. But like the people that don't know me, that get riled up by it, a lot of people like get riled up. And if you rile up somebody, if you rile up YouTube comments, they freak out in the comments, and then it just fuels the algorithm and makes that video do better. Like I do it on purpose. A lot of people just don't think I do. A lot of people just think I actively just get like actually angry and mad. And like, no. I think I've been mad on stream like maybe once or twice, like ever.
If you look at this story just from the
YouTube comments are a war, and I love it.
Progressed. It kind of just spun its wheels. We sort of just went around in a circle. I mean, we started with, I need to save Ace.
Yeah, I'm an asshole to asshole.
So I enter Impel Down. Then
apparently developed a lisp as well. I'm an asshole to assholes. I'm an asshole to assholes. Yes, that's pretty accurate.
And he goes all the way down through all the different levels.
Yeah, I'm in Marine Ford. Remember, chat, use that Twitch Prime sub.
Got to level 6.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. You get sub for free.
Journeyed
support
all
the channel
the way back
and helps
up,
us unlock another One Piece emote.
Way, and then he commandeered a boat, and now
which we are currently 98 away from.
I'm on my way to save Ace. We kind of like we ended in the same place we started from a plot progression perspective. Yet, from a storytelling perspective, we went so far. I mean,
yeah, there was a lot that happened in Impel Down.
We went so far as establishing
like such an insane
Luffy
amount,
and his character, and getting to know him better, having amazing character moments, but as well as I went into this arc not with a lot of hope.
Okay.
It seemed to me that
Iron Empire, they were the tier 1 for 6 months. Or I guess you could sub with actual money like that.
To Ace, he has a very memorable introduction.
We're watching some One Piece
series,
stuff, man.
And from that small introduction, we have a lot of moments where Oda's not letting us forget about Ace. We're establishing that he's someone important to Luffy, and Luffy is someone that we care about. So he's someone that that we're invested in, what Luffy is invested in. So it's established very strongly that Ace is someone that we should be invested in as well. Because
I mean, yeah, it's his brother.
Investment in him. But then we get these constant reminders of Ace has been captured, Ace is in danger, to make the reader on the edge of their seat about Ace before Luffy even finds out about it. Then, after Luffy finds out about it, or around the same time that Luffy finds out about it, Luffy's separated from his crew, and then all throughout Amazon,
it is arguably like the worst possible time. I honestly, dude, I don't know what would have been worse. Like you know, it seems like it was like the worst possible time for Luffy to be separated from his crew, but arguably, it was like the best, because like if Luffy was with the Straw Hats, I feel like Luffy would have went there. The Straw Hats would have been like, absolutely, let's go. You know, Usopp would have thrown a little bit of a temper tantrum and eventually just caved and said, fuck it, and went anyways. But legit, I feel like they would borderline, like, I feel like a few of them would have probably died.
Different ways in which Luffy is deficient without
everything on Patreon
crew.
Is explained on
and
Patreon.
Then Luffy
all of
is
the tiers
launched
explained.
into this expedition
The dollar
to
tier is
save
just
his
like a
brother
dollar tier
without his crew. So to me, it seemed like Oda was setting me up for Luffy to fail here. I mean, that's what it seems like. It's what it has seemed like.
No, that's what I'm saying is he wouldn't live through it. That's what I'm saying.
Arcs, that's what I thought Oda was doing. Well, really just Amazon Lily. I thought that's what Oda was doing. And then I go into Impel Down, and I mean, Luffy's on, it's established that Luffy can't do this on his own without his crew. And then he goes to do it on his own without his crew. So I don't know, but he really flipped my expectations with this arc, because not only did Luffy gather a crew of people around him that are legitimately powerful people, but he set up
Zoro
a lot of
100%. Like, yo, here's my theory is if the Straw Hats went to Marineford, I think there's a possibility that Usopp and Nami would have survived. And Chopper. Reason I say that is I feel like they would have hid. I feel like those three are smart enough that they know when they're outclassed, and I feel like they would have hid. Because they would have known there would have been nothing they could have done. Zoro would have ran at somebody that has swords, probably Mihawk, and got killed. Brook, I think, might hide too, maybe. It's hard to say. I'm not really sure about Brook. I feel like I haven't known him long enough to say for sure. But like Frankie, I think definitely would have died. Maybe not because he's made of metal, but he would have been real fucked up. Zoro 100% would have died. And I don't know about Robin. I feel like Robin probably would have too. And then Luffy probably would have died in the process too, because he would have saw one of them die, and it probably would have been bad. Yeah, Sanji probably would get killed too. Well, I don't know. Sanji would have went off and did something and found some shit and like detonated a bomb and saved everybody. Now that I think about it, to be completely honest, if Sanji was there, maybe it would have been a different outcome. I honestly don't know.
People like Whitebeard's crew and like the rebel crew that are going, I assume, are going to be fighting alongside him. I mean, Whitebeard is fighting for the same thing that Luffy is. He's fighting to get Ace back. And then the rebel crew,
with Luffy and Whitebeard
we
was
know
magical.
that Iva is part of the Revolutionary Army, and that Iva was waiting for Dragon to show up to get him so that they could be together again.
Yeah, I'll show my daughter One Piece at some point when she's old enough.
I like to think that Iva, hang on.
One Piece is not a kid's show. Like, straight up. This show, like, people could probably argue that this is not meant for kids. I know it's a shonen, which is technically, like, teenagers, yeah, I think it's fine. I don't know. I think 16 plus is pushing it. I think if you're a teenager, I think that you understand enough that you could watch One Piece and understand the themes. Not as much. Not as much. No, I'm not talking about 4 kids. But yeah, I would say any child is under 13. I mean, you know, of course, whatever. You know, raise your kids however you want. As long as you teach your kids right from wrong and they know the difference, they're going to be fine. It doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? But it's there's moments I think you could show. Maybe find like some One Piece movies that are more tame, you know. But there's definite moments that I would not show to my daughter until she's like at least a teenager, 13, 14, something. At least until she's old enough to like understand those kind of themes. You know what I'm saying?
Getting into prediction.
Early One Piece, I agree. I think is fine for kids. Oh my gosh, she actually made one.
My prediction.
I thought that shit was Photoshop, bro.
I don't think that Luffy's gonna fail anymore. I actually think that Luffy's chances are really strong, and that's what I'm saying.
She's straight up
from
made
a
a
plot progression
tinfoil hat.
standpoint, it feels like we just spun our wheels. But from a storytelling standpoint, so much.
We always got to be so specific. Nah, raise your kids right, not however you want. People's interpretation of raising their kids right is different for every person. So yes, raise your kids however you want, as long as it does not involve abuse or shitty things.
Has changed. I went from thinking Luffy's destined to fail to thinking this.
That's a good point. Arlong Park
happen.
not for kids.
Because not only do we have
but
so
more
many
so than later
powerhouses on
arcs.
his side, but I think Dragon's showing up. I think the Revolutionary Army is coming. Because they were coming to get... I mean, Ivo was waiting for them anyway. So I think they're coming. And they're against the Navy and the world government and all the different things that are opposing us at this moment. And I think that they are going to be on our side too. So we have Luffy and this group of people that he's gathered between the old villains that are now on our side and 3 warlords on our side. But also
happily in a
His
relationship.
entire crew is going to be on our side, and I like to think that they're quite powerful.
Past the days of,
and then I believe the Revolutionary Army is going to be on our side too.
Macking out.
So granted, we have Warden and his Hydra.
Yeah, Shabandi, totally perfect for kids. Not a problem at all. Marine Ford, fuck it. Show it to your 2-year-old. What difference does it make? They're not going to understand. That's a joke, by the way.
Who is a terrifying
It's brutal, man.
And
it's
we
brutal.
have ex-Warden now teamed up with Blackbeard. But the thing is that Blackbeard and ex-Warden are not on Warden's side. They're kind of a wild card at this point. I don't really know what they're going to do. Are they going to join up with Luffy randomly? That doesn't make sense because he's the reason Ace is here and he is against Whitebeard and all of his people. But maybe? No, because he was going to go after Luffy. But he's a warlord now. But then he... Okay.
I love the fact that she made the tinfoil hat made this part of the video that much better, dude.
I'm gonna try to kill him so that I can become a warlord. Then he became a warlord early because he turned Ace in. I'm pretty sure that's why he became a warlord, right? Because he defeated Ace and turned him in. So he became a warlord. But then he kind of forfeited his warlord position by not showing up and then by deliberately turning on the entire Navy when he did show up. So he's not really warlord anymore. So he wanted the warlord status, and he was gonna kill Luffy.
This is how I feel right now. I love that One Piece does this to people, dude.
He wanted the warlord status.
Like one to one. As soon as
he gets the warlord status, he dismisses it. He surrenders it. But he says everything's going as according to plan. So what exactly?
Why is everybody bugging about this potato? Yeah, something about potatoes and Luffy and potatoes. So she put a potato on it. We'll talk about it after. I don't know about the potato.
Plan.
We'll talk about potatoes in a minute, I guess.
Know. And I'm so curious. I'm so excited to see how this plays out because I think it's going to be wild. I don't know. I have
wash your potatoes.
Is going to join up his forces with Luffy because he's already turned on the Navy. But that doesn't make sense because he was just going to kill Luffy a few arcs ago. So he must have his own agenda. And I think it's going to be a 3-part war. It's going to, not 3-part, but 3-position. It's going to be Luffy and Whitebeard and the rebel army versus the Warden and Impel Down, all of those people, and the Navy, and all the other warlords, the rest of the warlords, which I think there's 5 others, right? Yeah, there's 5 others. No, because Blackbeard isn't with them. So there's 4 other warlords with the Navy right now. And then Blackbeard and ex-Warden are like their own little group, and I don't know what their agenda is. I don't know. But I do know that I have hope that we can do this now. I don't know. I'm very scared. I'm very nervous.
I can't. Maybe it's just me. I want to know how long it took her to make this hat. I don't know why I'm so fascinated by this tinfoil hat. I just want to know how long it took. Like, can you buy tinfoil hats on Amazon? Is that a thing? Or like can you get like a really nice tinfoil hat? I'm impressed. Like, it's a really well-made fucking hat, dude. Yo, by the way, Mary Period, thank you for gifting 10 subs. Holy shit, thank you. Oh, there is, bro. I think hers is better though. Yo, they make a tinfoil hat for cats. Bro, that is so pog. Hold on a second. All right, so here's the one you could buy. It's $10. It's got the dunce looking thing. You know, they're doing pretty solid there. But more specifically, look at this, dude. I almost want to get one of these for my cats. That's amazing. I don't know why you would need a tinfoil hat for cats, but I want it. It's $10, sure. But I mean, you know, it's got ear holes. It's got a strap. I mean, this is not your ordinary tinfoil hat. You know, this keeps your kitty safe, man. I mean, right here, protects against HAARP and gamma rays, electromagnetic fields, IFD implants, and dog ESP, so that your dogs can't fuck with them. I mean, this is a great investment. This is just to protect your pussy. You can't go wrong with that.
Very emotionally invested in this story and these characters, and I don't.
Yo, just too much. Thank you for the 1 month tier 1 sub, dude. Our gifting one to Bray. Appreciate it.
Now than I did at the beginning of the arc, which is why I say that even though plot progression wise, we basically just like.
Yeah, I've watched Konosuba, reacted to it all, season 1 and 2, and the movie, all on Patreon.
But that's not true, because now we have so much force behind us that we didn't in the beginning. And plus, the countdown is running out, which just adds a lot of tension in general. Cover stories. Here's another prediction. In the cover stories all throughout this, we see our crew, our true Straw Hat crew, slowly going through their arc.
All right, let's go through this real quick, just because like this gets asked every stream, and I'm hoping that anybody that's paying attention to this will get them to stop asking. I have an anime list. If you do exclamation anime list, you can get the link. The Jujutsu Kaisen video is coming out today. It's just delayed. It'll be going up once the stream's over. This is not 100% up to date, like for example there, but it's fairly up to date. So if you ever need to go through and look at anything that I have finished, it's all in here. Make it easier. You got it.
With where they are, followed by the ending. They were ending.
I'm gonna be getting One Piece tattoos, but I'm waiting.
Close. So
I refuse to get one until I hit time skip.
Indicates that we are going to have a Here Comes the Cavalry, which means that they're all escaping their islands. We have Luffy and his new ragtag team behind him, plus Whitebeard and his crew, plus the Revolutionary Army, plus at the very last moment when all hope seems lost, our Straw Hats have escaped their islands, come together, and all come rushing.
Yo, fam, have common sense. Like, I know that I'm caught up on Marineford, but we're watching an Impel Down video. Don't just blast fucking Marineford spoilers in the chat. Like, yeah, you're not spoiling me, but there is probably some people here who are not on Marineford and they're on Impel Down. So, like, you know, fucking show some respect. All right, motherfuckers. How's the serial tier list is not happening anytime soon because I don't want to do it by myself. And all of my friends that live in Austin are boring and don't want to do it. And Sione lives in a different fucking state. I want to do a serial tier list so bad. I want to do all kinds of tier lists. I'd love to go and order everything on the menu at Taco Bell and fucking review that and hate myself. I can't get my daughter to join. I can barely get her to eat dinner, bro. She never eats and she's 2.5. I also am not allowed to put her on camera because her mother won't let me. I had to agree that. It's one of the things of co-parenting and custody laws. That's why y'all have never seen her. Trust me, if I was allowed to, bro, I'd have her hanging out in here with me, dude. You know, wouldn't be in the pen or anything if that was the case, but like, you know, probably tone down the cursing a bit. But yeah, I'd like let her come saying hang out. I just can't. It's fine. It's no big deal. But yeah, that's why. I mean, that's cool. I mean, you could agree with the mother, whatever. At the end of the day, like, this is my full-time job. King of One Piece. If you fucking whisper me one more time, I am banning you. I need to figure out how to turn off whispers. I don't read Twitch whispers. I don't trust Twitch chat. I don't trust any of you. If you think I'm opening up a whisper that may potentially have a spoiler in it, you are dumber than a rock. A whisper is like a Twitch DM. It's like a private message, and I just haven't figured out how to turn it off yet so that random people can't fucking just message me. So I just don't read any of them. It's too risky. Yeah, I don't trust any of you. I mean, I trust most of you, but the problem is that, like, you know, there's 400 people here. I don't know. Like, this is a slow day, and I don't know who the fuck is here that's new or who I actually trust. Like, I don't know. I have no idea.
In to give the final bit of force that we need to
trying to be safe
Ace
over here,
and
dude.
Consequently, Luffy, because honestly, I fear for him right now too. Although I don't think he's gonna die because he's our protagonist, but he could, because we have plenty of could-be protagonists in this story.
Nah.
I think we're gonna have the Here Comes the Cavalry. It seems like, as we've been following them through the cover stories,
she fucking called it.
Like our crew is assembling back together again. And they will rush in at the
oh,
last
wait.
moment
Never mind.
to help us win.
Never mind. I misunderstood what she said.
I really hope. And finally, my last crackpot.
She's not ready.
Which is more of a joke than anything, but kind of halfway serious.
Which I'm kind of surprised by, to be honest. I'm honestly kind of surprised. Because they have kind of shown, like, the power. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen that Luffy and them are outclassed. It's so blatantly obvious at this point in the series. I'm actually shocked that she thinks that'll happen.
Buggy is such an interesting character to me because he is someone.
Dude, this just makes me want to see her Marineford videos so much more.
Potentially, like, he's decently powerful, but he's not that powerful. But he keeps finding himself in a position where he gets to take credit for other people's work. Like when they commandeered the ship and Buggy, well, actually so many things. When they set all those
That's
prisoners
because
free,
Buggy got that
like,
D20, bro. He rolling the 20 on every charisma check that he has been given throughout his life.
Buggy, he's gonna save us. And then Buggy, in his mind, is thinking, "You idiot."
We'll talk about Dr. Stone after this is over.
And then they do commandeer the ship, and they come back, and Buggy didn't help at all. But then once they get back, he's like, "Look what I did for you!" And they're like, "Buggy, Buggy, Buggy, we love you. You're our guy."
Because he's fucking great.
It seems like he is repeatedly in this situation where he's pretty
I love Buggy. He's fucking. He's so funny.
Powerful, but he also is overshadowed by people far more powerful than him. But those people don't really care about taking credit because they've got their own agendas. So Buggy takes all the credit, and then he's the one that's recognized as the powerful one. Like when the Navy.
The Marineford reaction to her video is going to be like a 5-6 hour stream, dog. Like just for that video. Like bet I'm fucking putting money on it right now.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, you know, you're two powerful people, Luffy and Buggy."
There's no way it's not going to be.
With them. Buggy is the other powerful.
It's gonna be like an all day fucking. It's gonna
Navy.
be so long.
So I don't know.
I'm gonna have to like order food
like
and like
the right character to lie and cheat and steal his way into power. So I have high hopes for him. I hope and think and believe that we're gonna keep seeing Buggy throughout the series, increasingly in more powerful positions. Even though he doesn't deserve it in the slightest, just because he's great at taking credit for what he hasn't done. And I love that character.
Yeah, he's fucking fantastic. He's a genius.
That's the legitimate
like straight
theory.
five
Here's
head,
the
dude.
crackpot
Buggy's
theory.
so smart.
Series
and
ends
lucky.
with Buggy being the pirate king. I mean,
I would love that. I'd be kind of. I don't know how. Actually, I don't know. Like, I feel like that would be the best gotcha ever. If One Piece legit ended with Buggy being the pirate king instead of Luffy. I don't know if I would mind that. I think I'd be okay with it. If it's not gonna be Luffy, the next best choice is Buggy, as far as I'm concerned.
Whittling away his life so quickly with how often he uses gear 2, which I can't blame him.
Like,
he needs to. He's in these really terrible fights.
Please don't pause so much of the Marineford reaction, bro. You're out of your goddamn mind. Like I said, dude, these were never intended to be videos, so they're not treated as videos. These are just chill ass streams. We're just vibing and watching something at the same time.
His life with how often he uses gear too. Then he just lost 10 years off of his life because of the poison that he had to recover from. Luffy is not gonna live very long,
right? Like I was thinking the same thing.
Here's how One Piece is gonna end. Luffy is gonna find the One Piece. Buggy is either going to be a part of the crew at this point, or
she thinks he's going to be part of the crew. That would be wild. That's never going to happen. There's no way.
House army following him, even though he's incompetent.
That would be funny as fuck, though.
As a general rule, Luffy is going to find the One Piece. He's going to discover what it is and all that comes with it, and then shortly thereafter die because he's whittled his lifespan so much. And then Buggy will swoop in and take credit and become the Pirate King. That's my prediction. I hope you enjoyed
like it. I like it. I think that's a great prediction, dude.
I don't know what next week's video is going to be. Marineford is...
Well, we already know it was Marineford.
But not much. So realistically, I could finish it in a week. But
this is 100% one of those things where she wasn't sure, started Marineford, and probably didn't put it down. She probably finished the fucking arc like that night. Let's be honest, dude.
Again... I'm not trying to rush myself.
Like she was able to read it on her own. Bae, thank you for the Prime sub. But like more specifically, she also doesn't record like I think somebody said that she reads in like a Discord call, but like, you know what I mean? So she's not making videos of it. So she doesn't have to stop. It's just go. Just be crazy.
I want to take my time. Impel Down happened to be ridiculously fast paced, so I got through it in a week. If Marineford is
in like 4 or 5 days, still valid, not surprised.
Maybe you'll see a review from me next week, but I might take my time depending on how dense it is.
I can't wait, dude.
Next week you'll either get Marineford review or you'll get my top 10 One Piece moments so far.
Bet. Yo, that's lit, because that means that, because I was worried that once we got to her Marineford video that I was just gonna have to not watch any of her videos for like a year. But that's dope. That means she's doing another, because I know she's doing another video after Marineford, and then if I'm not mistaken, I think that she said she's going to be going back and starting it from the beginning, so we'll have even more of a buffer, which would be nice. So we'll see. We'll figure it out. I should change channel currency to berries. No, I like senpai coins. It's just one of those things like, yo, look, One Piece is my favorite anime. I love One Piece. I do. But like I make way more content than just One Piece, so it just doesn't, like, I don't want to go full, you know, dick in the fucking piece. You know what I'm saying? By the way, Salto, they were gifting 2 tier 1 subs to Lorenzo and Kaicho. I appreciate it, dude.
Next week will be a One Piece video. So thank you for joining me on this rambly nonsense review. I loved Impel Down.
I have not seen Khan's reactions. I've seen gifs
the dynamic
of him like
with this group of
bugging out, but I haven't seen any of his actual reactions.
We miss our straw hats, and I want them back. Oda is doing a brilliant job of creating dynamics around Luffy that are incredibly satisfying and wonderfully fun to watch. Be sure to chat with me more about this in the comment section. What did I miss? What did I get wrong?
Bro.
Every time. I appreciate you guys.
Bro. Oh, I want to, dude, honestly, I want to watch a lot of Marineford reactions. That's another one that I feel like we just got to pick a day where like I'll pick a specific scene from Marineford and be like, yeah, we're just going to watch like all the reactors react to this scene or something. I don't know.
Not wait to see what happens.
Could be fun.
I post videos every Tuesday through Friday.
Although I really don't want to cry
again.
again
On my next One Piece Friday. Bye.
Bro, this is gonna be can you, like, y'all don't understand. This is gonna be so long. Dude. This is gonna be so long. Like, brutal as fuck, man. Holy shit. Wow. All right. Well, we are popping out of here. I'm going to end here in about 10 minutes. So we're not going to actually end right now. We're going to talk about 10 minutes. I'm going to go over some stuff with you all about plans for One Piece, Marineford, Patreon, and answer some questions. However, because of the video portion, I will be ending the YouTube stream. So if you're on YouTube, I recommend coming over to Twitch to get the information that we're about to go through and talk about. So I will see you over on Twitch. Yeah. Goodbye, YouTube. Like, subscribe. Okay.